Me and Kev playing Madden, so you hear the knock. It's like, hold up, get the play off. She knocks again. We finish the play, we pause it. I'm running to the door to open it to see what's at the door. As I'm running to the door, she knocks again. Kev yells, "Hold on!"
You about to lie?
Fucking, and I opened the door. She gave me the look like. She gave me the look like, what the fuck?
That's a lie.
I'm like, oh.
That ain't never happened.
Now we playing Madden. Like, now that
look. I've trying to fucking touch the handle at the same time. He said that and he pulled.
She heard that shit clear as day. So I opened it. She gave me the craziest look. Like, what y'all want?
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go.
What's up, guys? You heard that clap? I got that know your clap. God, thank you for holding it down for us, and thank you guys for watching or listening to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars, episode 13, episode 63 overall, and we got the married man himself.
Who's that?
Back
you
in the building. I've been married. Everybody already seen. That's old.
The whole cast is married.
Two of six, and it's probably how it's gonna stay. But
yeah, for sure. With this group of clowns,
with this crew.
yeah. There's no way.
And it might go down because shit, we'll never know. It might be
we never know.
We might decline at some point this year. I don't see it going up. But it might go under.
Yeah, for sure.
If we play over or under this shit, it definitely might be under. We got Eddie Horchata back in the building. Welcome back, Ed.
Thanks for holding it down, guys. Thank you, Decaf, for holding it down. Everybody, it was great.
How does it feel?
Where the ring at? Where your band at?
So it's my grandfather's ring. It doesn't fit.
My got on his pinky ring.
I'll show you. Look. It don't fit. It's a little too small, but we're gonna get them resized. All the rings are. Her ring's a little too loose. I got to put a diamond on that ring too. So technically, we're doing everything backwards. So we got the ceremony, and we got the license. Then I'm gonna have to do a proposal. Then we'll do a big wedding too. Obviously, you guys will be there. Even though you were there virtually, you'll be there in actual person for the next one.
I know a guy get you a ring.
Yeah. No, I got it all pretty much lined up.
Whenever niggas say they know a guy.
Yeah, everybody says
that ain't the guy. The nigga go brumman you and shit. Have the trench coat on. Which ring you want? What color you looking for? What stone you want?
Oh, that's the good part too. Is that like the ring is in? I just got it. The band's there. I just got to get the diamond. So that's the the steeper part. But I got to do it.
What 3 months of your salary?
That princess cut.
No, it's 3 weeks pay or something like that.
Yeah, 3 weeks of your salary.
3 weeks pay.
Yeah,
that's all it is. 3 weeks of your annual salary. Yeah.
So that's like Eddie getting bread, man. That's nothing. But again, this episode, we're happy to have Ed back. Always thank you to the Don, our reliever Mariano, Don DeCap, for stepping in when we need him to. But we got the whole crew here today. This episode is brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. As you can see, John is here, Drew is here, DQ is here, Kev is here. Horchata is here, and I am here. So let's get into the episode and kick it off with the open run. Now, I want to start it today because we haven't did this in a long time, but COVID in sports. So,
boy.
Wow.
So we thought we was free. Nah. COVID like, you forgot about me?
And then the worst airline has a new variant.
And COVID
making Spirit look good out here, dog.
Exactly. But COVID is back. First off, COVID attacked Tyson Fury in his camp. So Tyson Fury and Wilder are set up, or supposed to be set up for the next fight. But now everything is being pushed back because Tyson Fury and his camp have been stricken by the COVID bug. So we'll see that fight TBA at some point in the future. Nobody really gives a fuck. But
It only gonna take like a couple of weeks, though. I mean, like, how far would they have to push the fight back?
Out right now, the date
I'm
is
not gonna hold
TBA.
you for a boxer. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to push it some time that way, because you gotta get back in shape. He's gonna be
And
out
again,
of commission.
True.
And it's
You
not
got a
it's
point
him
there.
and it's him and other people in this camp. Good night, bro. Other people in this camp that has it. So
Yeah,
once
yeah.
he get his camp together, once they figure out who's transmitting and get that person in order, they'll reschedule the fight. But right now it's TBA. So we'll see, and we'll keep you guys posted in regards to Fury Wilder 3. Now, the biggest thing in COVID, everybody looked for it every 3 to 4 years. There's been a lot of fuck shit going on with it already. But we have the Olympics.
Boo, 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 boo.
The Tokyo Olympics.
The 2020 Tokyo Olympics, by the way. We're still calling it the 2020. It's fucking me up, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because they made it. Yo, Olympics made it clear they're not skipping. They're not skipping.
Right.
The year. They're not moving the timetables.
Exactly.
Which is pretty tight, because then we're gonna get another Olympics in 3 years.
3 years. That's
Right,
dope.
in 3 years.
Tight.
It's tight for the athletes, but it's dope for us.
Yeah, yeah.
For the athletes,
I'm pretty
every 3 years. So
They're fine. Hey, listen,
Right.
the athletes on a normal basis, if they're not like Michael Phelps, if they're not, Katie Ledecky, if they're not any of these big name people, 9 times out of 10, they're working at like IKEA. Like,
Right,
I'm sure they're cool.
exactly. So
Like,
they happy.
Ass training
Yeah,
for the
right,
Olympics.
exactly. So they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be happy.
yeah, but they need to pay the bills.
Right, they're gonna be happy for 3 years to get it in 3 years instead of 4. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be happy. But the Tokyo 2020 Olympics have been struck with the COVID, and they have now shut down attendance to the games, which means the Olympics about to go bankrupt because the amount of money that they're currently losing, they estimated to lose between $3 to $4 billion. Right now, they have already refunded $800 million in ticket costs. So,
I'm
like,
like, why are they continuing to put this on? Like,
So-
Because they need to.
so not only that, you have the airlines going to lose money. You have the hotels going to lose money. Like, it's a lot of moving pieces. The staff, there's going to be a lot of staff that's going to, unfortunately.
Under normal circumstances, if it was in a different place, different major city, I would say the city's gonna lose money. They will, obviously, but Tokyo not really gonna lose regardless.
I mean, it's happening in Tokyo, but it's a world event, and it does affect a lot of people because a lot of people come out to see their country.
No, yeah, of course.
No,
but if
you
it
ain't
was in
saying.
Rio like it was last time, I'd be like, yo,
Right.
Rio's gonna lose money.
Right. Well, the losing $4 billion is a lot of fucking money to be. Tokyo is a wealthy city. Japan is a wealthy country, but to lose $4 billion in one event, because this shit is like, how long does the Olympics happen? I mean,
2 weeks.
So roughly
2
2 weeks. You
3.
make two. Okay, so less than a month, you can make $4 billion.
I won't say no.
That's crazy.
You know what's the crazy part?
Look, man, I'm gonna say something real quick though about this Tokyo. John, I'll let you go, but you know what? There was what 8, 9 years ago. There was a small project that was going to happen in New York City called the West Side Stadium. Now that West Side Stadium was going to host the New York Jets. You know who won that? Again, if New York got the Olympics, do you know who won that? Tokyo did. So the Jets don't have their own home. They have to go stay over at MetLife with the freaking Giants over there in New Jersey. Not even a real New York team. So you know what? Fuck you, Tokyo. That's what you get. You deserve that. You deserve losing all that money. That money should have been in New York. That money should have been with the Jets. We would have been great. But nah, that's what you get. COVID fucked you up. See? Keep fucking with New York.
What you was gonna say, John? What you was gonna say, John?
You know what's crazy? It was gonna be along the lines something close to what I said, but not thing. I would say it's crazy how these countries go hard to like do these pitches to win the bid,
right?
And they celebrate it because they know when they win the bid, they get the Olympics. Cool, but it's more about all the money they're about to make.
Exactly. Right.
So I was gonna touch on that. It's like Tokyo won it, and now look, all the money they're supposed to make. And
so do the next West Side Stadium. Right. So do the next country be like, I don't know. Like,
Oh no, the next
Oh.
country's like too
No,
bad.
No, they'll be fine. I mean,
Yeah, so
talk about
where we live.
talk about 3 years from now. The next, if you're the next country, you're
Yeah.
stoked. I mean, who is the next country? I'm sure because they picked them out a long time ago.
I think they.
It's gonna be in Paris.
Yeah. So, are you kidding me? We
Right.
croissants. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, we couldn't
So
go to
I
the
already said
2020,
this. I'm gonna
so
say
we're
it
about to go to the
nigga
2024.
said,
I'm
nigga
trying
said
to be there.
croissants.
I already said this. I'm trying to have y'all niggas there. I'm going to the
Paris?
2024.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. It sounds cool, but in 2024 we're gonna have that zombie outbreak. It's
Yeah,
finally
okay.
coming up, so
Oh my
I'm
God.
not dealing with none of that bullshit.
Okay,
I'll be
Okay.
that's a different podcast, John.
Right. But anyway, again, right now, they doing the virtual shit. I think this is good karma for Tokyo and Olympics because they've been doing some fuck shit since this shit been announced and fucking with all the black athletes. And I'm gonna say it, they've been fucking with the black athletes, and now this is black karma coming back to get these people.
because no, at the end of the day, there's the main committee that oversees everything, and it's obviously the board they put in charge while that they're in Tokyo, so that
Right.
is what they're not going to allow and what they're going to allow. So that's one part of it, but then there's the main thing that oversees it all that's beyond the country. So
Right.
I know you're putting a little anger out to that part of the shit. Obviously, you know, they just ain't rocking with certain shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, again, culturally, there's been some conflict. Just say it like that. There's been some cultural conflict. And again, every country is different. And so, like you said, there is the powers to be, the head people, but depending on what country you hosting, they have their particular board representing that country and the rules and regulations and how to host an event in that particular country. I think because of that, whether you look at the board that represents the country or the overall, the head, the powers that be, there's been more than one incident that's took place over the course of leading up to this Tokyo Olympics that has been quite funny and has been quite funny towards especially women of color. And therefore, I think, they get in the karma. And I'm not.
One thing I say for them, I wish everyone the best of success. And when, the people who color succeed and win their shit, come up with a creative way to, represent what they're going to represent.
All I can say is I hope the people of Tokyo feel better because it seems to be an increase in the COVID outbreak there. It's going up everywhere. It's been going up in New York recently as well. So the numbers are starting to increase. But in regards to Tokyo specifically, I'm hoping for the people that they get it together, feel better, follow all the rules, keep your 6 feet and so make sure that you know your status. I'm not saying go get vaccinated because that ain't the way for everybody. But do what you need to do for yours, feel better, people of Tokyo. And that's where I leave that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else in the rundown? Let's go through it. Oh, hold on. No. Since we already talking about the Olympics, let's stay in the Olympics.
Okay.
Team USA. Basketball. Although this is just the exhibition games, we lost 2. Right now they're playing this. We shoot on Tuesday and on Thursday.
They won tonight though.
So they beat Argentina tonight. So everybody seems in the sports world seems to be in an uproar in regards to the Team USA losing the first 2 games in the exhibition. Of course, this is not the actual Olympics yet, but this is the preseason, the precursor to the actual games. But people are looking like what's going on with Team USA and can they pull it through? Drew, do you think we should be taking these exhibition games seriously? Is this a sign that the Team USA should be worried about the world's competition?
I mean, you honestly should be worried about the world's competition because it's been proven over the years that these teams are getting better. They have the NBA, like the US team ain't the only team with NBA players on the highest level. Right. Teams like Australia, teams like
everywhere.
everywhere. They got high caliber players that play.
Nigeria, what's the team that your team yesterday lost in the first exhibition game? I think they got like 8 to 9 NBA players on their roster.
In Nigeria, right?
And
And Spain usually does, but they don't have that
forget
many
which
this year.
team, but Mike Brown coaches one of the teams that just beat Team. Is it
It was
Nigeria?
Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria.
Yeah, so
It's like NBA people that's involved in NBA is involved in other teams as well.
Yeah.
I know, Dev, you know our boy Michael was lit. Michael and Angela. Michael, Nigeria, 90 day.
Anyway.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
I like Popovich a lot, but like that's just all cap, yo. He was literally, he's like blowout. Like I don't like for y'all to say that. Like he's trying to say like other teams, they really good teams, and when you say that discredits them. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, he know damn
back
well.
in the day we were blowing them out like that.
Teams that was cooking other teams, and then this is more like a media play. Like the media plays into, like, oh, they lost 2 games in a row. Like we've lost multiple games in exhibition games before this like tournament starts. It's just not 2 in a row, I guess, in a long time. But
it wasn't.
It's just the media finding something.
I just think because it's USA. Look, y'all niggas, we are the USA. We are the creators of basketball. You can't take no L's. That's how the world look at it. That's how, well, at least our Americans look at it like, nigga, how y'all letting them beat us in our game?
Yeah.
When it's like, yo, these niggas are really getting good. Like, and I'm looking at Team USA. They don't really have any facilitated points. I was telling John Alpine. They don't really have like a facilitated point. And then they don't really have a traditional big. And a lot of these world teams, they have all the best bigs that's already in the NBA. Like, all the best bigs, like true bigs, are not from America. Like, yo, none of these niggas are from America.
It is confirmed. Like, your boy D Book is going out there as soon as he finishes.
Yeah, D Book as well as
we don't have our full team.
As from the Bucks, Middleton is also going too.
They going out there. And right now, Tatum got hurt today.
They saying that now, but ain't no telling at the end of the shit. They be like, yo, man, I ain't doing this shit, especially if I won. Man, I ain't doing this shit. I ain't got nothing to prove. If I lose, fuck that shit, man. I ain't going.
They going.
No, I think they're gonna go because
they going, bro.
You can't think. If I was Buck, I would be going. Shit, I just want a title.
Because you gotta look at this way. It's an achievement. It's like go to the finals, win the finals, and then win the gold medal in the Olympics. It's like, I did that both in the same year. Only a few players could say that.
Yeah, only a few people can say that in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think there's only 2 people that can say it.
Michael Jordan. I said Michael James.
Michael Jordan, I think bronze, only 2.
In the same year?
Same year.
I can see that.
Did LeBron play in the 2016 Olympics?
Yeah.
I think he. Yeah, it's either. I know Mike did it with the Dream Team, and.
Well, either way, LeBron won 2012. Miami won a chip in 2012.
Right.
But.
And I knew he won the chip.
What's his name was on that team too. So
Dwayne, when he went to the Cavs, the LeBron's championship in Miami was.
I said 2012. 2012 team.
Yeah, so then Dwayne Wade did it too. So that's 3 people.
Oh yeah, 12. Okay, cool.
Dwayne Wade was on that team too.
Yeah.
Was not. No, when Bosch was on it, that was the 228.
No,
208.
wait, time out. That's 3 then, because Bosch was on the 2012 team too.
But
no,
was
he 3 right there.
He was on the Olympic team in 2012.
The big 3.
Was he on the 8?
After
the 8 or the 12?
Was he on? He was on the 8. I don't think he was on the 12. Nah,
I'm not.
Chris Bosh was there. Nah, Chris Bosh wasn't on the Olympic team.
But I know for sure Wade and James LeBron was on there. So
yeah, he wasn't on the 12 Olympic team now.
With all this, John, should Team USA be in panic with the competition heading into
Absolutely not.
the games? Jonathan Reyes.
It shouldn't, but I just don't. I feel like it's exhibition games, but from the previous, all the other USA teams in the exhibition games is like we come in here, we killing everything. So I look at it as like, they playing around right now. They're not really trying to do what they're supposed to, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill. They're gonna kill the competition when it gets serious. They're gonna turn the switch on. They're gonna spank every team by at least 30.
Yeah, and I think they always they've been fucking up since they ain't had Melo.
Spanking by at least 30. I don't think that.
Melo is the greatest Team USA player ever. He is.
Wade wasn't on that 2012 team, and Bosch was on that 2012 team.
Carmelo Anthony Drew.
They both
the
were
greatest player.
No, they weren't. They both weren't.
To play for Team USA. I'm stamping that. Carmelo Anthony is the best player.
No, it's crazy. I don't even think
USA.
Juan didn't play 2016.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you gotta look into it because if Tatum is hurt with a knee because he left the game with a knee and he's gotta like bow out, somebody will take his place.
Melo is when it comes to Team USA. Melo is that guy. Melo is that guy.
I don't think he LeBron or Kobe.
Yeah, LeBron. LeBron didn't play 2016 because I just thought about it because Melo has the 3 gold medals. Melo has the 3, and nobody else has. LeBron would have had 3 gold medals also because he would have 08, 12, and 16. LeBron didn't play 16. Kobe ain't played 16.
Melo, like I said,
Melo played 08, 12, and 16.
Drew, Melo is like what Charles Barkley was to the Dream Team. Whereas he wasn't a star. He never was like the front man. But when you look at the stats, Charles Barkley was leading the fucking stats for the Dream Team. But you got Magic, you got Bird, you got everybody else. It's like low key. You see, Melo is like really one of the jail pieces holding this shit together. So that's why. That's why.
Joking.
KD about to get his 3rd gold ring, like Melo. KD about to get it because he played 2012, played 2016, now he's playing in this one.
So John stamped it. He said KD about to get it started. So there you heard it here first. John stamped it. These niggas about to lose, man. Because John said that. These niggas about to lose. You about to lose your job. These niggas about to lose real quick.
You think they gonna lose?
You give John the.
I don't think they gonna lose.
No, honestly, what I think, and we should. I feel like America, we don't give other countries enough respect, and like, and it's like, and these niggas really be like playing together like they ain't no AAU. These niggas like instantly go from kids to pros. Like niggas be pros at 16. Like
this is how super teams are born.
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Keep it 100. Let me keep it 100. Yo, D Book go. They're gonna have him coming off the bench for like the first couple of games just so he could rest his legs a little bit, and then he's gonna be starting. And what? He's a 2 guard, and then you got who coming off the bench? Dame.
Not Dame.
I've been stalling for a while.
Dame's a point guard, right? So who's the starting 2 guard right now?
Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal.
Man, bro, that's a problem. You let Book relax for a little bit. He gonna come off the bench for a few games just to get his extra rest.
This is how blue the starting lineup is. I haven't seen the exhibition games, but I believe this is the starting lineup. It's Dame, Beal, Tatum, KD, and Bam.
Yeah. Well, take Tatum out. Who?
Oh yeah, if Tatum's injured, that opens up another spot for somebody else.
Yeah, Tatum just got hurt today. Hold on, let me open this shit.
And then again, the NBA players need to get out of the NBA way up playing. And I say that by saying these niggas are soft.
Points career.
They are soft as fuck.
I seen a little bit of the when they played Nigeria or whoever they just played. It was bully ball.
And in this world shit, the refs play like early 90s, early 2000 refs, where it's like all that faking and getting the free throw shit, they ain't honoring none of that. All that driving only to get the foul, they not these Euro fucking or worldly international refs. they not honoring none of that shit. They saying like, yo, play. Stop being a bitch. And the NBA players going to just come down court looking for a foul and they not getting it. So they got to get out of. I know they play in the NBA, but they have to somehow break that mentality where it's like I'm a fake like I'm going up, but I'm really solely looking for a foul. Because that's gonna make them lose a lot because
they gonna learn though. They gonna learn.
Real quick, I was quiet the whole time because I was looking up stats. So most points scored by any USA player in a game: Carmelo Anthony versus Nigeria at 37 points. He's also second place, 31 points against Australia. One was in 2012, the other was in 2016. Hang on a second. Most three-pointers in a game, Carmelo Anthony is the number one. He did that in 2012. Most average 3 points per game, Carmelo Anthony at 15. Most, I don't know what FTM is supposed to stand for, but number one, Carmelo Anthony.
Free throws made.
Okay, so boom, Carmelo Anthony. Highest free throw percentage, Carmelo Anthony. Most rebounds, nope. Most assists, Kyrie. Most blocked shots, Alonzo Mourning. Most steals, Michael Jordan. But yeah, Carmelo is at the top of most of those. So to your point,
that's Melo's championship, bro.
With the three fucking gold medals, man. Like
Melo's bugging. He should have played this year too.
I don't think they did invite Melo. Like, cause last the games or some shit that happened not too long ago, they didn't invite Melo. That they lost that recently. What was that shit?
World Championship.
Yeah, the World Championship. Everybody was like
qualifier or something.
Yeah, they were trying to. Everybody was saying like, why Melo ain't get an invite? Melo wanted to go. They didn't invite him, and they lost. And shit, he was like 7th place, and like the world qualifiers of the world chip or some shit that recently happened a few years back. So Melo is the greatest Olympic player for USA, NBA, or USA basketball. Once Melo come, USA team would be good. Until then, they're gonna continue to lose. So I'm saying they ain't want to go. USA though. USA. All right. Anything else in open run? Let's get into it. What else we got?
The broken leg. The broken leg. Let's get to it. The broken leg.
So broken leg.
Okay.
Conor McGregor, Poirier 3. John, give us your take on this fight, man.
Yo, I was watching it. I'm like, first time was interesting. I'm thinking like
apparently the fights ahead were awesome, right? So like, I mean, you want to like quickly just brief those up. Greg Hardy got knocked out. His eye socket almost came out of his head. That kid, what's the kid with the tattoos and the dreads? The white boy with the cornrows. What's his name? O'Malley. O'Malley fucking lit the dude up. Literally up and like so. The fight went 4 minutes and four rounds with like 30 seconds left, and then the ref finally called it. And then O'Malley was like, "Thank God you called it, because that guy would have died." I mean, this guy just kept getting up.
I would have had to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, because I mean, he just kept getting up. So shout out to him for even standing. Hopefully his brain still works. But yeah, on to the main fight, Poirier, McGregor. John, what happened?
Yeah, all right. It starts off. The fight looked like, once it goes down to the ground, it's like, all right, they exchange.
Poirier was killing him when he went down to the ground, bro.
You know what?
I said Dustin Poirier was killing him when it came down to
he was definitely hitting him with some shit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to call him with some few things also, like if you used to say someone won that round, I guess.
Yeah, Connor swung like with his feet. He caught them a couple times. He even gave him a couple elbows in there too.
One of those feet really, I know one of those feet stunned Poirier. He didn't expect to get hit with that foot and kind of swung that shit and dead ass clocked him. But it's the worst part. That probably was one of the legs. That probably the leg that snapped.
Right.
Hit him with. So they're going at it. Then they get up. They finally get up. It's the last couple of seconds. You see, you see the shit. He goes down again, like right before the round ends, and Poirier jumps on top of him. You're like, what the fuck? And he's just sitting there. He doesn't even get up. So when they show the replay, I'm like, okay. His shit twists. It's like, he rolled his ankle. Then he's like,
you see that?
He was on his shin. So, Dev, I just sent you maybe you can put this in. Joe Rogan actually found like a slower down video of it where you can clearly see Connor snaps his leg on a block by Poirier. That's what Poirier was talking about. And when I first watched the fight, I initially thought that Poirier knocked him, but meanwhile they both missed. So it was 2 swings and missed completely. Connor went to step back on that left leg, and he was on his shin, as we said.
Oh
before.
yeah, right. Okay.
And, so you can see it.
Once he hit the shin, and then came back down,
you can see it come down a little bit. Right. Yeah, so it looks like, and Poirier did mention that in the post-game interview. Speaking of post-game interviews or post-fight interviews, that I was Joe Rogan getting literally on the floor talking to Connor. Obviously, Poirier saying what he needed to say, pretty much saying "fuck this guy." Like, who says like he said he was going to murder me, he said he was going to kill my family, or whatever. This guy's talking hella shit. Connor obviously wanted it to not go down as a TKO, wanted it to go down as a can't go because of injury or whatever it might be. And the judge did call it right. But then to sit there and still say your wife is in my DM while your leg is broken, bro.
Nigga on the stretcher. Nigga on the stretcher talking the whole way out.
I think that's
that was so funny, bro.
Yeah, I think that's part of one of the things that got Conor mad because like his shit snapped, and he's at this point he's like defenseless, like he can still punch and shit. He's defenseless, still let the nigga jump on top of him and still like
yeah.
So at this point, I know Conor's like, yo, my shit broke, and y'all did this to me, so he's probably furious thinking about that because they really like at that point. I feel like when shit like that happens, the ref jumps in and stops it. But no,
oh my god, I'm sorry to cut you guys off, but I'm going to talk about soccer in a little bit. But the CONCACAF Gold Cup is happening right now, and this Qatar Panama game is fucking unbelievable right now.
Okay, cool.
It's good.
I feel like that's probably like Conor's gonna talk this shit, but I think that's one of the things that really got him mad. And then like in the midst of that, Poirier's like, yeah, I won, like.
The shit that's crazy is like
he won, but he didn't really win.
He struck him, it clicked. He stepped down on it, was still good, and was trying to step in the fight again, then planted his foot again, and it.
But again,
he was on a shame.
But again, looking at that video that Ed just sent me, when he did that kick and that block, might have been what broke his shit, and then when he stepped down, that's what. Completely detached them off.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. It was like probably like hairline fracture type deal.
Yeah.
And
then him stepping back on it, that shit like wishbone break real quick.
So, what's next? If you're Dustin Poirier, do you fight him again? If you're Connor, like, what's next?
I don't want to fight him again.
If I'm Poirier, I'm fighting him again just to make the money. But if you want to finally shut Connor up, it's like, no, dude. Like we fought 3 times. Rounds. I beat you twice. You suck. You lost. You're beneath me. I'm the champ.
UFC ain't gonna even let it end like that because such a freak incident, and we needed that real climax to the Poirier McGregor like war. This didn't do it. Yeah. So this shit is really like a scratch. So. They're going to do one more. And I think Poirier is going to win that. And
Conor's going to go fight Jake Paul.
And then Conor's going to go fight
Jake Paul. I don't think Conor's going to fight Jake Paul.
I don't know, bro. Hopefully he'll be okay. Obviously, like, that's what he gets, man. Fuck Conor. Honestly, like, look, here's the deal. I never liked him. I thought he was, he made
Conor was great for the sport, man.
He made every Irish American or any fucking, and I'm gonna get to intolerable fucking like American versions of European people later. But he made every Irish person that came off. Look, I worked in a bar in the restaurant industry.
Irish and Italians.
Irish and Italians. Look, we'll get to the Italians later. Yeah, we'll get to Italians in a minute. But look, I worked in the bar industry where there are mostly Irish people, and these motherfuckers thought they could fucking fight everyone while they would fucking hide behind their bouncers after they popped off shit. They all thought they were Conor McGregor. You're not Conor McGregor, and even Conor McGregor is not Conor McGregor anymore. So get the fuck over yourself. I'm glad
they all got orange hair and freckles and shit, talking shit.
No way, dude. Really? An Irish person and a drinking problem. You forgot to throw that one in.
No, but we'll get into that too. Like, don't motherfuckers like the American. We talking about the American ones, not the true blue Italians and Irish.
Yeah. Oh, when it
Yeah.
comes to the Irish, I'm talking about the ones that come here. Yes, for sure. I include
Right.
them in there. Irish
Okay.
people from Ireland that move to America and get into the bar restaurant industry are the absolute worst pieces of fucking human garbage on this planet. On this planet, I am
All
not
right.
afraid to say it.
Hot take from Ed.
Guys.
All right. It's good for the it's good for the spirit. It's good for the spirit. Any other take in regards to Poirier, Conor? Should Conor retire? A lot of people were saying Conor, he's done.
I think he'll come back. It doesn't look like it's gonna ruin his career or anything. Is it going to be the Conor that we know? No, we haven't seen the Conor that we know since fucking Khabib.
His last 3 fights. So
yeah. I mean, the last win he's had was against fucking a guy named Cowboy, who's not even a good fighter. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say he's washed up, but like, look, Conor's reached a level of fame and success that like he doesn't even need the UFC anymore. Honestly, the UFC needs him. Because like again, these fighters that do fight him in the UFC are going to make a shitload of money because of who Conor is. And Conor's always going to play the heel. He's always going to be the bad guy. He's always going to be the guy shit talking. He's always going to be the guy saying crazy shit. Oh my God, another. But the UFC kind of needs him for draws and pay-per-view. So guys that do end up fighting Conor are going to want to fight him just to get the bag. That's why I did say, like, as a joke, I'm not even saying it as a joke anymore. I think eventually it's almost inevitable that he's going to end up fighting Jake Paul for a really, really big bag. And then that's going to be like his, like, right off into the sunset. And he'll keep selling his garbage whiskey and fucking doing cameos or shit.
And whiskey can't be garbage. That shit making boatloads of money.
Yeah, because of Conor McGregor. It's terrible. It's like when P. Diddy fucking sponsored Ciroc. Ciroc's not even good vodka. Ciroc's okay vodka. But it was like, no, that Ciroc hit different. Because Diddy's on the, come on, bro. Like, let's be real. It does not. It's flavored fucking vodka. It's all made from potatoes, and it's all got artificial flavoring in it. Vodka is vodka, bro. You're drinking Georgie in a bigger bottle, and you're paying more money for it. Let's be real.
Look. Hey, man, hold on, John.
Georgie's on the bottom of the bottle.
Hold on, John. Look, listen. Before we speaking of Georgie, when I was in Philly, me and Steph had this conversation and shit. Because remember, I was king of the battle Georgie and put in another bottle and shit.
Yeah.
The hoes didn't know the difference, so it might be onto something. Because I'll get the flavor.
I might be
Georgie
onto something.
put it in the Ciroc bottle, and motherfuckers be.
You got John.
So that's what Ed is saying. It's all mental.
Most of my career, my working career, has been spent
in the bar,
bar restaurant industry. You gonna tell me I'm wrong? Nah, John. It's not. You go to a restaurant, you think you're drinking what you drinking. You think you're drinking Hennessy? That ain't Hennessy, bro. That ain't Hennessy. It's in a Hennessy bottle, but it's not Hennessy.
Bro, it's I'm not telling that you, evil Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not telling you you're wrong, but I'm just saying, like, there's other people that's involved in what you call that alcohol. You could stay satisfied.
Right. Listen. And a lot of it is massively produced. A lot of it is cheap and budgeted. What's that big tequila bottle that everyone knows? That I guarantee if I describe it as a white bottle with blue on it, everybody knows it, right? It kind of looks like everybody knows it.
Yeah, everybody.
It doesn't matter the name of it.
The 1942.
That is one of the most expensive tequilas, and it is the cheapest tequila to make, and it tastes like bottom shelf tequila. I can get you I can side by side sample you on those two tequilas. You wouldn't be able to tell me which one's different.
Yeah, everybody drinking the Casamigos now and shit. That's
but again, it's the fact that it costs more money. You could flex. It looks like it's a flex, so you buy the bottle and you think you're cool. But meanwhile, you can get a cheaper version of it. That's just what it is, man. That's literally what people do. Donna, you've been fooled.
I buy liquor to get drunk. I don't buy liquor for taste. So I don't mind spending $2 for my liquor. As long as I don't feel hurt. As long as I ain't hurt the next day.
As long as you don't go blind and shit.
Yeah, as long as I get glad and hurt.
Yeah. Well, we can handle this. We can all handle this next week. Everyone gets a small bottle of Ciroc. Everybody gets a small bottle of Georgie. We're going to do this shit on the pod.
I heard that shit.
How about that?
Yeah, John said, no.
All right, John, but to that, ready? What we need to do is that we need to have somebody else. So, like, I will have my wife do it. Dev will have his wife do it. John, you'll have Troy do it. Your wife. Drew, you'll have your mom do it.
DQ don't drink.
DQ, we'll drink water. And Kev, you have mom or grandma do it, right? And they're not going to tell you which one's which. So they're just going to pour it out for you. They ain't going to tell you which one's which. And then we have to pick which one is the right one. You can't know what you're drinking. You have to blindly go in, and you have to tell me which one's Ciroc and which one's Georgia. And if you can nail it, John, I'll give you the argument. I guarantee you can.
Yo, honestly, we could do a whole
I guarantee you, John, you don't have the palate for it. I know I could do it. John, I'm telling you, I know for a fact you won't be able to tell the difference.
How we gonna do that?
All right, moving on. Anything else in the open run? I like to let you guys say because I do have some things.
Should we save the NBA for the end because it is Suns in 5 at this point? It was supposed to be Suns in 4, but it's Suns in 5. Oh my God!
Yeah,
I mean this. Okay, can I get into soccer for a little bit because
because I wanted to bring up soccer. The Euro finals happened.
So we have the Euro finals and the Copa America finals. I just wanted to quickly go on the Copa America because I wasn't really following that one as much because I really hate South America and everything they stand for. You think you're better than us, you're not. But Lionel Messi finally got the monkey off his back, defeating Brazil in the final. So he finally won for his country. Now tied up with Ronaldo with the amount of cups that they have and the golden boots that they have. So shout out to Messi, finally got the monkey off the back. Shout out Argentina, good for you guys. You won, but the Euro Cup final was England versus Italy. Ended up going into penalty kicks. Tons and tons of controversy against it. I saw what I saw during the match. What I was able to see, I was driving home, and I had my brother-in-law in the back updating me with what was going on, and I finally got in front of the TV to watch
the penalties.
Of course, I got to see the penalties.
That shit was crazy.
A lot of obviously one controversy number one is that a lot of soccer fans are pretty upset about it, and both these teams have had a long drought of winning a Euro. The way I see things too is, at the end of the day, is that casual soccer fans enjoy these Euros. They enjoy these World Cups, these Olympic Cups, and but the real fans they watch the clubs, right? Like I don't watch club soccer. I'll watch it if it's on, but I don't follow club soccer as much as I do. Obviously, I root for USA. When we're in there, because Dominicans, we play baseball, we don't play soccer. So we're not that good. We don't qualify for anything. So controversy number one is that a final, right? Like a lot of Europeans are saying, well, how would you feel if the Super Bowl ended, with field goals or whatever, like you tick and tack field goals, and it's like, well,
it's happened.
It's kind of how we do it. Like like it's kind of like a stupid argument. They were saying like, maybe. Keep the game going or whatever. Obviously, this is the only way to do it, really, with penalty kicks.
Super Bowl has never went out like on a big throw.
No, exactly. And obviously, soccer is a way more intricate sport. There's a lot more going on. It's really, really hard to score. It's enduring. Like
demanding.
They
players to be out there all night, and then
word. I mean, they went for 120 minutes. If you can't decide a winner in 120 minutes, that's kind of on coaching. That's kind of on you. So, real quick too, before I get into the penalties and the second controversy that I kind of want to spend a lot of time on. England scores the fastest goal in Euro Cup history. So they scored within the second minute right away. To where a lot of England fans, again, even after, obviously, everyone can play the Monday morning forward, like I did that, Monday morning forward, Monday morning goalkeeper. They were saying, once you score that one goal, it's like that's like one of the worst scores to have. Like you'd rather be up 2-0, so they're pulling back. But the English coach, like he was kind of playing defense at the end. Like they were kind of playing keep away. They weren't really pushing the ball hard.
Rest of the game,
Italy had the possession.
75%.
Yeah, they had most possession. They kept trying to score, obviously. England was kind of just playing back and playing defense. They're like, hey, look, we got the first goal. We got the monkey off our back.
Let's not let them
let's bring the cup home. And it's like they weren't really trying to push an attack. Right. They weren't trying to score again. So the game ends. Italy eventually scores, and the game ends after regulation, tied 1-1. Then it goes into extra time, so they play the whole 120, ends in 1-1 still. And again, great game. Italy had plenty of chances to win that game. It looked like England didn't even try to score that winning goal. So it now comes to penalty kicks. And I have the penalty kicks here the way they went. So Harry Kane nails the first one. I'm going to butcher all the Italian-American names. I'm sorry, the Italian names. But I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to try. So they score. Italy scores. Then Maguire scores. Then Italy scores. And then a beautiful save by the kicker, by the keeper from Italy. Rashford misses his kick. The first black African American or African English player to miss. And then the Italian nails it. And then
I bet you they was calling him all types of niggas.
Yes, Sancho, the next black player, goes up and he misses his. And again, beautiful kick, but great save by the keeper. And then the Italian player misses his kick. Great. I mean, that English kid. I mean, he looks like the palest, pastiest. Like he looks like a caricature of like what an English person should look like. But that dude was playing out of his mind all series. So the other thing too about England is that the goal scored in the second half of the Euro Cup was only the second goal allowed in over 9 games. So England went on they only allowed one. They've allowed the previous goal that they allowed was in the semifinal. So they didn't allow goals until the last 2 games.
The most important shit is the Euro Cup finals hadn't been decided by penalty since like 1962 or something.
Wow.
Fucking crazy.
And then finally, a kid who should not have been there, 19 years old, very, very young kid. Again, African English kid. It's hard to say that. He misses his. Again, 19 years old though. I mean, like on one of the grandest state. Like, I mean, you fight your whole life to be here, and it's like he shouldn't have even been in that situation. And he misses, and that's what pretty much names Italy the champions. Now, what happened after was disgusting. Look, these kids, I mean, they're 23, 21, and 19 years old. Half of that team, the reason why they even got to the final, we're from those kids. Half that team is black. A majority of that team is black.
But what happened?
And they fucking love them. England, they love them leading up into it. And we had this problem too with France in the World Cup as well. Half that team, most of that team were the highest team with the most refugees.
Immigrants that go to England.
Yeah, there were refugees from Africa leaving to go to France. They won them a World Cup. And because they won France a World Cup out of nowhere, France loves black people, right? Now England on the other side of the coin, England, the team that gets them there, they immediately turned on. And what you were saying, Dev, you were joking around.
So that shit was actually really happening.
Yeah, they were throwing it caused fights. It caused. I mean, these guys are like going on their Instagrams and on their Twitters saying that they're going to kill their families, that they're fucking nothing. They're calling them monkeys. That and again, like
I hate to say it, but I kind of joking, like I'm joking about the truth because I know it. This is how people are and shit. Like they love us as long as they're able to capitalize and we bring them good fortune and bring them wins in professional sports. They love us, but if we can't produce, it's like, or we don't produce in the right time, or something happens. It's sports. You have your days, but I was joking about that shit.
And you were totally right. So like I said, the 2 guys that went up before, the only 2 guys on the English team that got the goals, and again, those are experienced veterans. Harry Kane is one of the best soccer players in the world. Obviously, he knows his. Maguire's been doing this for fucking 30 some odd fucking years. And then the youngest kids, and unfortunately, again, like it was just a coincidence that they were black.
Yeah,
those 3 miss it, and now they're public enemy number 1.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy. Yeah. I hate that's the world we live in. I mean, it doesn't surprise me to hear it because again, like I said, I'm joking about it. I'm joking about it, but I've seen it in other world sports where it's like not if the black player is on an opposing team. I've seen these players come out and say like, yo, how bad they get treated. A lot of the shit that they hear, like where like getting called racial slurs and shit like that. So once you say it like they missed it, I'm already knowing like, oh, these motherfuckers go crazy. Like, and,
Mhm.
and joking in the truth, like knowing that this is how they really are, I'm joking about it. But now for you to say, yo, you joking, but this is really what happened and shit, it doesn't surprise me. And it's sad it doesn't, because initially when you were saying what you're saying, I instantly thought these
Yep.
these white folks about to go crazy.
Yep. I mean, imagine that happening in the NFL, right? I know things aren't perfect here in America. We saw what we saw with Colin Kaepernick. We saw what we saw. We see what we see every day, to be honest. But like when it comes to like the sports world, the sports side of it, we saw what we saw when the 2020 season started with Mookie Betts and in baseball, and like all these, I don't want to put people in categories, but these right wingers, these Trumpers, whatever you want to call them boycotting sports altogether because this isn't what I watch sports for, right? We think we have it bad, but it's like soccer is literally the world's most popular sport. Not here in America, but it's the world. Like everyone, everyone want. But when it comes to World Cup, when it comes to Euro Cup, CONCACAF, all these big major championships, everyone becomes a soccer fan because it's like you're rooting for your state, for your for where you live. But it's like, I mean, these guys getting like bananas thrown on the field on a regular basis. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're getting like chimpanzee, like, like ooh, ooh, ah, like while they're trying to fucking score penalty. Like, you know what I mean? Like we see like dudes like trying to, distract the player when they're trying to shoot a free throw. And like, when Atlanta was counting for Giannis or whatever, like that's all fun. Like, we're all doing it to enjoy the game, but these dudes are really being hateful. And again, it's like, that's happened everywhere. And you got a sport where, again, predominantly black, like period. Like most of our athletes are in every sport are of people of color. So it's like you need to like you're never going to get on the field and do that. So like I don't know, man. It's another reason why I just hate everything about that.
But when it comes to like especially the sport of soccer, obviously there's undertones of like racism when the players of color don't do what they like. They have their mishaps. Everybody, athletes, all have their bad games, and obviously as fans we get disappointed. But I feel like these in these other countries they take soccer really serious.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like
Pablo Escobar literally killed a dude for scoring an own goal.
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to like they killed the player, or 10 players death threats. I feel like out there, I'm saying like this, like undertone racism is like, oh, he fucked up. I'm gonna just start say the most racist shit I can say to him now because he fucked up. But oh shit, he scored 3 goals today. I love him.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
And again, I think it's more of
a fucking a backwards compliment where it's like they compliment him but say some slick racist shit.
Yeah, and I think it's more of an undertone in our country because it's like you really don't want to be labeled a racist in America, whereas in other countries, it's like normal. It's normal. We don't give a fuck. Like it's like there's no real like there's no consequences a lot of times because the system is not in our favor. As racist as America is, if this was a game happening in America and this same thing happened, all that racial shit, that person would get stomped the fuck out in the stadium. Like it would be people outside waiting to beat more. Like shit will be up. But in these countries, I don't think we have the political power or the social power. Whereas the players is like, yo, we are when it comes to being the minority, they really like the fucking minority. And if they just don't chill and be like, I'm gonna just stay under the radar, you being too loud in these countries, you being too outspoken in these countries, as a black man, black woman, you find yourself fucked up and in a ditch somewhere because
you're an outcast or you go missing.
With that, I feel like in these other countries, since there was never ever like line set, I feel like they chalk it up to like, oh, it's just talk. sports.
Right, it's all sports, right.
It's like that's I can say whatever I want. I'm talking that's the thing. No set. There was no set lines of like you can't say this cross this line. So it's like when the game's over, they're angry and whatnot, and they feel like once they go into their lives, they could go back to it. It's like a switch they could turn on and off. So
Right.
while versus here, you say certain shit, it's like can't say that.
Right. So you saying the switch thing, when that switch is on, here, the consequences is that boo bop, boo boing, like it's coming. There, again, I could turn on that switch and be like, oh well, it's just having fun at the jolly old game, and then I'll go back to my regular life, and I'm not that person. It was just me playing around with the players and stuff like that. There's no real consequences at the moment or after for these assholes. Whereas in America, there is, although again, our system ain't the best, but there is some immediate consequences and some long-term consequences to being a racist here. You could be the president also, but there's other things that can happen to you because you could be the president. So on a larger scale, but there is some immediate repercussions for all that shit that don't happen in a lot of these countries. That's why I don't even really care about visiting these fucking Paris, because these motherfucking places don't care about my black ass. Man, I ain't going to
I'm going to Europe. Like it's just historic for the historical side. I know I'm not
historically what? Historically what?
Well,
what historical, nigga? Fuck is you talking about?
See everything.
Now. I've been in Europe plenty of times now. I'm telling you, I'd rather go to Paris under the circumstances of like the Olympics happening than go to Paris in an off time and be wandering around.
Oh, Kevin,
Right.
don't you worry. We take care of you, your black ass.
So we're doing the OSA Euro trip. We out? Euro trip?
Y'all bugging. I don't care. Like I know out of all of y'all, I know Johnny will most likely come with me, but I'm meeting up with wild heads out there. People that speak other languages too. Like we'll be extra.
We know. We know you're gonna be fine out there. That's your domain, Kev.
Niggas gonna get human trafficked and shit, but it's all good.
I'm not getting human traffic. I'm going out there meeting 7 people. We all staying together.
Yeah, in the hostel.
So
you ever see that movie Hostel?
I was just about to say that. In a hostel,
you know how
you know how that works. But we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it moving.
Yo, John, we be good out there.
But while we're on soccer, we can now finally move on to
John. Keep in contact with me. Fuck him. He want to be adventurous. Let Dora go do his thing. But if you don't feel safe, let me, John.
When we recorded sideline at the US
Diego
game, you're gonna be mad as hell.
Let Diego goofy ass go adventure. Let me know where you at. So at least give me the map. What's that shit? Your kilometers and shit, longitude, latitude, so I can know where to pinpoint you and shit. Like
hit us up on WhatsApp, John.
Right, exactly. Give me your coordinates, John.
Yeah. While we're on soccer though, CONCACAF the Gold Cup, which America's in, Canada. It's mostly Central America. A little bit of the Middle East. Qatar being the host. Obviously, Qatar being in the Middle East. Which this game is even better now. It's 3-3 right now with 79 minutes to go. This is one of the most exhilarating games that I've seen. Out of bullshit, like 2 random teams. You got Qatar and Panama going against each other. It's been very electric from what I've seen so far. But that started. So USA won. They beat Haiti 1-0. Canada seems to be the favorite in there right now. Qatar is a very, very deadly team. So it's a little too early in the stages right now, but we will. It's going on. So we will talk about that as we get closer to naming a champion. Obviously, to the CONCACAF and the Gold Cup and CONCACAF, Euro Cup, and Copa America. What this means on the grander scale of things is that a lot of these teams have an easier way to get into the World Cup, which is even more exciting and even more exhilarating. So I'm sure we'll cover the World Cup when the World Cup finally comes.
Cool. Hey, would you guys like to talk ESPYs? Did anybody see the ESPYs?
I did not watch the ESPYs because I was watching USA Haiti.
I saw ESPYs. What's the young girl that won the
spelling bee?
What?
Huh?
The girl that won the spelling bee, I know, was on there. I know she was getting viral for a little bit.
You talking
Nah,
about
the
the
young
shorty
white
from
girl that won
UConn?
like best female athlete or something.
From UConn, freshman.
Yeah, she held it down.
Yeah, she was
Yes.
like,
Yo,
yeah,
the media picks and chooses
right.
like who gets highlighted, and it's predominantly white women that get highlighted, but it's really the
black,
white, it's really the black women
that's holding this sport together.
That's holding the sport together. They're the foundation of this. They make
We're talking about Paige Beckers.
Yeah,
and again, she held it down. She held it down one time for the one time.
She's a great athlete, great scorer. She was a freshman last year for UConn. UConn won last year, correct? And I think she was player of the game, national player of the year as well at the same time. So, but she definitely made sure she steered the conversation to where it needs to be. And again, black athletes, and especially when it comes to women's sports and basketball, the black athletes have been the one that's really pushing the fold. And speaking of that, Maya Moore got the Arthur Ashe Award. For a lot of people, I don't know, she took a season off of basketball. I think she's out actually 2 seasons. I don't know if she came back this season
yeah, that story is crazy.
Yeah, just
her husband.
Just to focus more on black plight and making sure that black people are properly represented.
Even married to douche helped get out of prison.
I have the awards.
Married to douche, she helped. Married to douche, she helped with the prison reform shit. Helped get him out and saw the good in the nigga and married the nigga. It's crazy story.
Changed his whole life.
Changed the nigga whole life, So Maya Moore is a dope individual, man. So and she's a black woman. So big shout out to Maya Moore for getting that Arthur Ashe Award because she definitely deserved it. A few of the wins.
I got them all here. You want me to read them off? Some of them.
Go ahead.
So I'm just gonna read off the ones that is important. Best bowler, Tom Doherty. Just kidding. He did win that though. Best male athlete, tennis, Novak Djokovic. Best athlete, women's tennis, Naomi Osaka. Best MMA fighter, Khabib. Best boxer, Tyson Fury. Best MLS player, Diego Rossi. Best driver, who cares? Lewis Hamilton, F1. Best golfer right now, Phil Mickelson. Okay. Best female golfer is Sei Young Kim. Best NHL player, Patrick Kane. Best WNBA player,
is Patrick Kane still with the
Chicago Blackhawks? Yes, sir. Breanna Stewart is the best WNBA player. Best NBA player, Steph Curry. Best MLB player, Shohei Ohtani. Best NFL player, Tom Brady.
Well, Tom Brady was best athlete too.
Okay, I didn't get to that one yet.
Yeah, he was best athlete in men's sports.
Best collegiate athlete men's sports, Devonta Smith out of Alabama. Best record-breaking performance, Russell Westbrook breaks Oscar Robertson's triple-double.
Yeah.
Best athlete women's sports, Naomi Osaka. You're gonna love this. Best breakthrough athlete, LaMelo Ball. Best game, NCAA Final Four, Gonzaga defeats UCLA 93-90.
Man.
Best championship performance, Simone Biles. Best play, the Hail Murray, obviously. Best WWE moment for you, DQ, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair make history as first Black women to host main event in WrestleMania. Best coach, Tara Van Devere.
She's the Stanford basketball coach.
Gotcha. Best male athlete, men's sports, Tom Brady. Best championship moment. I'm not gonna. Best championship moment, Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series. Best team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Arthur Ashe, you mentioned, and one of my favorite awards is the Pat Sumlin Award. Marcus Rashford, and then the Jimmy V, also great award. Chris Nicka.
Now you brought up Djokovic. He also won in Wimbledon. He just won the finals as well too.
That's right. That's right. It was the moment of the goats. right?
Yeah, so he tied
Djokovic, Messi.
20 Grand Slams with Federer and Nadal. So like the three-headed ghosts, they all at the top tied. Federer went out, so a lot of people are talking, should Federer retire? Has he proven? Has he done enough? What do y'all think? Should Federer? He's old. Federer's
How
been
old
there
is
for a
he?
while. Oh,
Fact checking.
He's like in his 40s.
39 and 43.
he said between.
Yeah, 39
Uh,
and 40.
Fact check. Roger Federer is 39 years old.
39. 39.
Yo, it's fucking. Yo, you know what's amazing? You know, I know. It's so amazing. Like, you know, someone unfortunately passes at like the age of like 42, 41. Oh wow, man, so young. Ah, geez, so young.
But in
so
sports, you
young,
be like they
so
old
young.
as hell.
And sports is like, yo, damn, like, he's 40. Like, yo, he gotta go, man. Yo,
Right,
go sit
right.
on the couch, old man. Like,
That's a fact, though. That's a
Like
fact.
in
In sports,
in real life, it's two different things.
no, but
Yeah,
sports,
yeah,
the sports
for sure.
years is a lot larger and shit. Sports years is like dog years and shit. Like,
yeah, for sure.
so, cause like you said, he's 39, which is really young. Like I'm 33.
I'm 9 years
That's-
away from that,
Right,
dog.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm 6 years away from that. And I look at this nigga like, no, but I'm saying I look at Federer like some old ass man though. Like when I see him like that old ass nigga and shit.
Yeah, he's probably like 58.
And I'm dead thinking he like 45 and shit. Like no bullshit. I'm like, this nigga old as hell. This nigga 39. That be them malice, man. Them European mouths on that body, man.
Yeah.
That nigga look old. But congratulations to Novak Djokovic for winning another Grand Slam. Anything else in sports? Let me run through my thing. You brought it up, Ed. The young lady, I don't want to butcher her name, so I'm gonna say it the best I can because they've been butchering her name. Zayla Avant-Garde. Avant-Garde. Okay, like the avant-garde. Okay,
Avant-garde.
Put it together. Thank you. She just won the Scripps National Spelling Bee. But not only that, she's fucking nice.
Yeah, she can spell, bro.
She was fucking dribbling they ball on
Yo,
the
hey.
unicycle, bro.
Yo, she can spell. I watched some of her tape. This girl out there looking like Kyrie out there busting these girls' ass, like full court, running up and down the court, double clutching, layups, yo. This girl is special. She is special. So big shout out to Zayla. Congratulations. You are dope. Don't let nobody tell you different. I hope you continue to succeed in whatever you do. She's on unicycles. She's doing all type of craziness, not only in the Scripps Spelling Bee, but on the basketball court as well. So ain't nothing this girl can't do so far, and from what I'm seeing. So congratulations to her. Keep being great, Queen. We are rooting for you here at the OSA. Anything else?
I got two things, but quick. Ed, when we talking about soccer, did you mention that Argentina won the Copa America?
I did. I said Messi got the monkey off his back, but like to me, the Copa America, obviously the big news out of the Copa America is that Messi finally wins. We kind of covered that. That wasn't as important to me as Italy, England, and then while we're on it too, fuck it, since you brought it back up. The most intolerable people are Italian Americans who have never been to Italy, do not speak a word of Italian, and are now fucking look. All right, Kevin, I don't remember when you moved up to Carmel, but the first year I was up there was the year that Italy won the World Cup, and holy shit, this is like the first time I'm like, again, like you grow up when you grow up in the Bronx, Dykeman, and Patterson, New Jersey, you're surrounded by Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and mostly Latino. A few blacks, but like mostly Latino. Right. You grow up around your people. I now moved to a town where I'm
your people
minority, and I would say about what would you say, Kev? Like about 40% of that population is Italian American, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, 40,
not a single one of them have ever went to Italy. Not a single one of them speak Italian. And these these cocky sons of bitches thought they were the fucking shit. And now
that's how the bell, Kev.
Look, I married into an Italian family. I can give them a little, because a lot of them have gone to Italy. A lot of them speak Italian. So I give them, whatever. And they're not boastful.
They got
They're
real
not-
roots.
they're-
They got real
Yeah,
roots.
they're
there
not
and shit.
throwing it in anybody's faces, but
Right.
holy shit, already the people that I've been dealing with that are so excited that Italy won. And I go, hey, cool, like, you know, why don't you say something in Italian for me? And they're like, what do you, I don't. I'm like, okay, cool, get the fuck out of my face. Listen,
Yeah, that's how I am now too.
Yo, this
all I'm
kid-
saying is,
I'm Italian.
yo,
and all,
come
But-
see me at the World Baseball Classic. Let's go.
But everybody here, well, except for like maybe DQ and Drew, like I know like at least 6 real Italians now. And any chance I get, I tell you Italian American person, I'm like, you're not really Italian. And
Right.
Yeah, facts.
don't consider you guys Italian.
Come on now. Yeah, pushed it. Yeah,
No, I am. We're
I'm
not.
I'm not setting the standard for what I'm saying. I'm telling you, based on the relationships that I have with real Italian people, they're like Italian Americans. We don't consider them Italian at all.
Mhm.
They're
Oh,
Americans to us.
You gotta understand. Yeah, I do understand that their origins come from there. They just don't.
No, I get it, but when
Yeah,
you're like a
but
when
I
you're
don't
like a
say
third,
I'm
but
African.
John, when you're like a third, fourth generation Italian American who has never gone to Italy, do not have roots in Italy, do not have family members that still live in Italy, do not speak Italian. Like if you look, if you, and again, you don't qualify in this, so I'm not offending anybody. Well, no, John, we're not offending anybody. But John, the only people we're offending are the
this
people.
is true. This is true for everybody.
Yeah,
to be
and this is
honest.
true for everybody. If you are whatever you are, Italian, French, German, Irish, Dominican,
African.
Puerto Rican, Mexican, African, it don't matter. But if you are whatever generation you are, and if you're sitting to yourself right now, you're listening to this episode right now, you're watching this episode right now, you tell yourself, hey man, I wonder if I should go back to where my family came from. And if you can't pick up the phone and call at least one family member that you could stay with, look around the town that your family grew up in, eat the food that your family, the family recipes that are passed down from generation to generation. Hey, guess what? You can't celebrate nothing that country does.
That's unfair
You
for
can't
me,
celebrate
Kev.
nothing you can't
That's
do.
unfair for me, Kev, Drew, and DQ.
Yeah, but
I can do that. I can definitely do that.
I know Drew can.
do that.
I know Kev got family in the South. It could again. It doesn't like
No,
again.
I'm
That's
saying,
No,
but you can't be boastful.
No, so right, so that's what I'm saying.
I'm just
Drew
saying you
can
just
go
can't
as
be
far as his
boastful.
Jamaican descent.
Yeah.
Calling African like yo.
Right.
That's
So-
it.
Yeah. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Same
For
shit.
me as an African American, like bro,
But
that's
see,
what
the
applies to me.
whole the difference is, John, where I see a lot of times niggas become overly ethnic when shit happens. Like if Africa win, I ain't gonna be
Yeah.
right. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I ain't gonna be doing the most. Yes, I will be proud because yo, it's Italians that I didn't never knew they were Italian until now.
Yeah, word. Bro, I live in Westchester. There are so many Italian flags
So-
everywhere.
And then hold on, their whole dialect, their whole energy change is like,
Uh-huh.
bro,
Uh-huh.
you are, and then the shit that you doing is American Italian. So it's like
Yeah.
you mimicking this old fucking mafioso shit. And
I'm
then,
just
like,
saying,
and
on
then
a
the
normal
Italians
basis.
back in Italy, they don't even act the way you acting right now because
Word.
you like
Oh,
stereotyping your own
Word.
people.
Exactly.
And then it's like you look like a fucking idiot.
my
The
flat
amount of
out-
Italians that are saying gabagool now, which is not even a word, it's capicola, and
Gabagool.
Italians
Not
don't say
even a
gabagool.
word in Italian.
Mozzarella is not a word. That's
Bro,
an
my
American
flat-out
word.
point- my flat out point knowing real Italians now is like, yo, they're almost embarrassed sometimes
Mhm.
to hear what the stereotypes that Italian Americans have set as a precedent. And
Right.
some of them know mafiosos that did come from Italy that came here,
Right.
and they're still confused of where the fuck these
Y'all picked up
stereotypes
right. Where y'all picked this
and
shit up
how
at?
it transitioned
Right.
into what they are here. So
Right.
there is a false like pride, and Italian Americans, as we know, are the typical New Yorker sound. Hey, I'm walking here like
Right.
'cause they think who they
What
are.
the
based
fuck?
on-
Yeah, you here. You moving
It's
down here.
forever.
Hey, you fucking mooly.
They
Like,
feel this way based
hey.
on their what they think is their history, but is really not.
And it's fucking history taught to them by movies and
Yep.
fucking Hollywood. Like
Yep.
They not even
Robert
taking
De
the real
Niro.
time. And again, and I'm not saying
Cast commentary.
and again, I'm not only
Ray
saying
Liotta.
that. I'm not exactly. I'm
Al
not saying it's
Pacino.
only Italians because everybody is guilty of it. And I see with like give an example of me being a black man, I don't have any roots other than America. So I can't go back to Africa and say, hey, because they're gonna look at me like, bro, you are American.
You're American, but you're Midwest American. You're Chicago. You're Chicago through and through.
And that's
your pride.
At this point, that's the only pride I can have until I do my research, which I want to do the Black ancestry. If I know where my people come out from.
Yo, can we all do that? Let's all do that.
That shit be costing too much though, man. Every time
so much money. The kid's like $20, but the center shelf's like 100 and change.
Well, the Black ancestry was like $225 and shit. So shit. Like, so I'm like,
that's systemic.
So exactly. So I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like, I'm just say George Washington at this time. But right again, the only thing speaking right now, the Italians, they almost stereotype their own people with these fake ass versions of what Italian is.
Italian
real Italians. And what they stereotype is the Italian American that we see in movies, where the true Italians, they like, we don't fucking talk or dress or act like that. Like, where you get this from?
Bro.
Yeah, word.
So now, and like I said, I know Italians that I didn't know they were Italian. Like, damn, bro, I didn't even know you were Italian. Now you fucking like just this whole bravado is just like, hey, like
they're all walking out with everyone in your neighborhood. If you guys don't know, Dev lives in the Bronx. We're not going to tell you exactly where because we don't want you to find him and kill him. But they're all wearing white beaters, gold chains, and pasta sauce on their white beater.
Bro,
yeah,
you go
just sitting on the stoop.
You go by 161. You go by Yankee Stadium. These motherfuckers are going crazy. It's like, bro. They like the Puerto Ricans. At least the Puerto Ricans be wearing their shit all the time. Puerto Ricans be having on Puerto Rican shoes. They be having Puerto Rican shirts. They wear that shit all year round.
Yep.
Even though
the Puerto Ricans that wear the Puerto Rican flag shirt or whatever shirt that they got from Puerto Rico that they probably got like 25 years ago, and the fucking flag is all frayed and crinkly and pieces missing.
PR Pride is on 365. They don't wait to the parade to rap. These niggas be rapping all year round.
Remember those beaded chains? You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, they still with the colors. Yo, still be rocking them and shit. And I live nothing but around Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, so I see that shit every day.
Yeah, Dominicans we're the same. Dominicans are the same too.
Right.
I can't just shit on Puerto Ricans.
Exactly.
Dominicans are exactly the same. We're exactly the same.
One of those jokes.
Yeah, I'm just saying we're exactly the same.
The pride is on strong. Most of these motherfuckers ain't never been in their country either, but the pride is on strong, like all year round. But I see a lot of Italians, and again, I'm not picking on Italians. I'm picking on the fake, funny acting motherfuckers that stereotyping
you're
the
picking
Italian
on
people.
Italian Americans. You're not picking on the Italians.
Right.
No, we love the Italians.
Americans do not get the title of Italian, period.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
Exactly. If I'm African American, that's... You're not, Kev, that African nigga. No, I'm not.
No.
I'm African American.
Yeah, word.
A black ass nigga.
That's
it. All right, but before we go anywhere, let's touch on the NBA Finals. We are
they're going to number 7, y'all.
7 and 5.
So it's we at game 4 now.
One quick thing.
Go ahead, John.
Braves outfielder
Ronald Acuna, yeah.
Oh, and also Pete Alonso wins the home run derby. We'll do baseball quick. Pete Alonso wins the home run derby. Crazy shootout between Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto. Dominicano, you already know. Soto beats him, but Pete Alonso beats everybody and wins his back-to-back home run derby championship. And also, hold on, let me give you a quick.
The celebrity game was fun, though.
The celebrity game was hilarious.
5-2.
DK Metcalf struck out. That was hilarious. And then Jojo Siwa.
Too strong.
Jojo Siwa hit a double. So that's cool. And I'm getting you the live score.
It was softball.
5-2 at 5-2.
Live score 5-2. Yep. All right. Who's up though?
American League.
So Yeah, American League always was. Also, this is the first year baseball changed the rule that whoever wins this game, there are no stakes. This is obviously the only All-Star game that ever mattered back in the day. Did it even matter? It didn't really matter, but it kind of mattered. But it mattered for home field advantage. Now that does not matter anymore. Baseball is now allowing the number one seed overall, the best team with the best record, to have home field advantage. It does not matter what happens in the All-Star game.
Finally.
And
Finally.
another quick thing in baseball. I don't know if y'all peeped it over the weekend. The Yankees played the Astros. Judge hit a home run and he choked.
Home run it and did the jersey
Oh
tuck.
yeah, word. Yeah, he did the jersey tuck.
And then Maldonado hit a home run and then exposed his jersey to show that he wasn't wearing one. And then Jose Altuve went completely against his wife's wishes and ripped his shirt off like a fucking tool.
Ripped his shirt off.
They ripped his shirt. He said, "Rip my shirt off." Let's be real here.
Altuve and Corey, didn't they sit out for the All-Star game?
Yeah, and that's the other part too, is that a lot of the stars are sitting. Altuve,
they opted out, both of them.
Yeah, and then also, if we're going to talk about that Yankees Astro series, Garrett Cole demanded to stay in that game to finish the game against his old team and fucking lit it up. Did well, but the Yankees fucking suck, and we gave up 6 runs in the fucking 9th inning. So whatever it is.
Bottom of the 9th. That should have been a sweep. And one last thing before I go to NBA. I don't know if y'all seen the clip. Tyreek Hill raced Aaron Jones, and the outcome is what we all thought it would be. And in the middle of the race, there's like fans
dusted,
like smacking fans' hands, like high-fiving fans while he's.
That's funny.
Dusted.
That's funny.
Aaron Jones got dusted, bro.
All right, but anything else, John?
No, that's it, man.
Last up, NBA Finals. Game 5 is tomorrow. So when this episode air, Game 5 would have been happening already. So let me get your picks for Game 5. Suns are currently up 2-1.
Game four.
I'm sorry, Game 4. So let me get your picks for Game 4. John, who you got Game 4?
Bucks.
DQ.
The Suns. They did that ref is always doing my boy CP3 dirty. He's really 14-0 with him refing. That's insane, bro.
That's just to set a light on how shit be going with sports.
Niggas 14-0 with him refing playoff games
like that. It should show you a little light. Like quick take. There should be no way they should be keeping track. Every time I play, this ref refs, I lose.
Right.
There should be no way we tracking that. It's actually bad that it's tracked. And
right, and it's not
like other guys' fault. Like, check that.
And it's not only that CP3 is checking it. The NBA is actually monitoring and keeping record of CP3 continuously losing when this guy is on the floor. That ref, I don't know his name. It's almost like when Joey Crawford was out there. And shit,
I heard about that. Yeah.
Then ref's name Scott Foster.
Yeah, I think that is who that is. Scott Foster, but CP3 never win and shit. So when CP3 saw he was out there, CP3 said not today. Not today.
No. If you use a betting person the next time he refs, just bet on the opposing team.
And that's what the CP3 said. Like, if I was a betting person, 13, he said what? 13-0, 14-0, some shit.
So Chris Paul's teams are 1-12 the last 13 playoff games officiated by Scott Foster.
And the one that they won is that's when he was out for COVID.
So I don't count.
Yeah, he was out for COVID, so it don't count. When CP3 is on the floor, they fucking lose.
Yeah,
so,
when Chris Paul's on the floor, he has a 1-1 game with that referee in the playoff.
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
And now that it's being is out in the public, I don't think he's gonna win one either, like anytime soon. So it's like,
man, he gonna make sure that's his career, man.
It's like okay, so that's what y'all pick me as. Okay, we're gonna keep that reputation alive. So Kev, how you got Game 4 going? Bucks.
Suns winning that game, man. Suns winning that game because their first opportunity to finish it at home in Game 5, they're gonna do that. So they got to do what they got to do to pull this win out.
Eddie, how you got this next game going? Bucks, Suns.
Well, I had Suns in 4 because I've been saying that since Suns in 4.
That's not going to happen now.
Since Suns in 4. So when it's not Suns in 4, it's Suns in 5. And then when it's not Suns in 5, it's Suns in 6. And then when it's not Suns in 6, it's Suns in 7. So
Gotcha.
either way, it's
Suns is
Suns.
coming out there.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, how you got the next game going?
Man, people be underestimating the Bucks, bro. The Bucks is actually good. I'm saying, like I said before, it's gonna be the Bucks winning. It's gonna be 7-7.
All right, Suns and 7. Again,
But I know you don't respect Johnny DQ.
Giannis is really killing the Suns.
No, I'm about to say Giannis really out.
Wait, at
If I'm a
41?
if I'm a bench player on the Suns, no cap, like I'm falling on purpose to run that nigga knee. What the fuck niggas doing? Like for real?
Dirty.
Hit the
Damn,
15
yo.
man on the
I'm so
floor.
dirty.
That
My
nigga
God.
falling nigga knees. Oh,
Dirty.
You ain't cheating. You ain't trying to win.
fuck out of here. Take the 15 man when you playing.
Put that energy in
Tell
it,
niggas
and
trip or
some
slip on
shit gonna
something.
happen to
Like
the
that
Suns,
nigga
y'all
knee.
gonna be tight. I'm just saying
No.
that out there. I'm just putting that out there. When y'all put that energy in there, some shit gonna happen to the Suns, and y'all gonna be mad for saying
So, I mean, nobody really gives a fuck.
What you
Like,
talking about, John?
word, right? Nobody really gives a fuck. But all I'm saying is
that. A lot of
Giannis.
Suns that I ain't see it hit no Bucks, so I'm just saying everybody picking Suns. Y'all
Yeah.
put that energy in there, you're gonna screw the Suns up of winning the
Ah.
championship.
John, no one cares that much.
Mhm.
No one cares that much. But I do have the Bucks winning this next game because Giannis seems to be unstoppable until the Suns figure out a way to keep him out the post, which seems to be extremely hard right now. I still got the Suns. I had Suns in 4, but now I got Suns in 6.
Okay.
6? Okay,
Yeah,
Suns in
yeah.
6. But I do have the Bucks winning this next game, tying the series at 2-2. Anything else in the open line? No? We're moving on?
Mhm.
All right, we're moving
Yeah.
on to bag of the trash it now. There's been a lot of talk. You know, we speaking about the NBA Finals. Devin Booker seems to be one of the shining lights of the NBA this season, coming from the bubble with their 8-0, coming to the season, holding it down, number 2, going into the NBA Finals, really cooking in the West. Everybody has been tagging him. I heard Stephen A. say it. I heard a few more people saying that Devin Booker has set himself into the stratosphere. He is now
Kobe.
this generation's, he's Kobe-like, he's the new Kobe Bryant. So bag of the trash it. Drew, to you first. Is Devin Booker the new Kobe?
It's too early, bro. Like everything is just too early to crown him to. I mean, he got potential, but to say he's the new Kobe Bryant right now, I got trash it, bro. I mean, like
Trash.
he got the potential to be though. He got the potential.
Right. Trash in there. All right, Eddie.
Devin Booker's my man. Everyone knows that.
Booker's your guy.
I do love him, man. I really do. But in sports, especially now recently, I don't know if you want to call it social media. I don't know if you want to call it everybody wants to have a hot take. You know, everybody has. You said Stephen A. I'm sure Skip Bayless said it. I'm sure Colin Cowherd said it. You know, I'm not trying to discredit the guys that do what we do, even though I think we do it on a better level. We just don't. But the paycheck doesn't say the same. You know, not to discredit these guys, but everybody wants to be that guy to have the hot take. Honestly, I think it's way too early for Devin Booker to be put in that stratosphere of Kobe. Look, if you could say that, like the way he plays and his mentality, sure. Obviously, like a lot of the players affected when Kobe did pass. Devin Booker was one of them. Ice Strait was one of them. Johnny's twin was one of them. A lot of the guys that Kobe essentially took under his wing. A lot of the kids that looked up to Kobe, they wanted to be like Kobe, just like Kobe wanted to be like Mike. So Kobe was the closest to Mike.
Right.
You know, and nobody was ready to say that Kobe was Mike until after later in his career. Nobody's giving LeBron his credit either. Well, a lot of people are giving LeBron his credit, but they don't want to give him his credit. But I think it's way too early. Let D Book go on like a 2-peat, 3-peat kind of swing. And maybe we can have that conversation, but I think it's way too early to have that conversation.
All right. Kev, bag of the trash it.
Trash it. Absolutely not. Not yet, at least. But yeah, no, absolutely not. Got to see him at least get a ring, maybe 2. You know, carry a team by himself completely to this point, which can't say he's done yet. You know, Chris Paul's helping him out,
Right.
showing him what it takes.
Right.
So,
To his credit, though, I mean, D-Book won 3 games without CP3, and
Yeah,
like
good. Who
great
showed them
performance
what it
too.
takes? Who showed them what it takes?
All
CP3.
right. DQ. Bag of trash.
I gotta trash it. I hate like this new idea of the NBA where everyone has to be compared to someone else. Like, let players be themselves. Let them
Right.
develop their own legacies.
Yeah, I got you. All right, John. Bag of the trash.
Everyone's, I guess, the prisoner of the moment. D-Book, that guy, he has the potential to be, but at the moment, he still got a few things he could do before you could stamp that he's the new or the Kobe 2.0. So I'm gonna trash it, but he has the killer instinct, that killer killer game. He has the skill set, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But if to say right now, it's way too early, and obviously, if the Suns wasn't in the finals, would people be saying the same? Would people be like, "Oh, he's the next"? If the situation is different, they come back and in the same situation next year, I guess that's when you can really start the conversation. But he's had a great playoff run. He put up some numbers in these playoffs. So
I'm gonna trash it too because they don't play alike. Like to me, like when they do that shit. Remember how they used to do the Kobe Mike videos where it's like they have start off at Mike and then they show Kobe like doing the same moves and shit like that. Like D-Book his play style, he don't have that fadeaway that Kobe got. He's way smaller than Kobe. He don't play both sides of the ball. He ain't a defensive stopper.
How tall is D-Book? Probably like 1.6.
D-Book is like 6'3". Like
Kobe was like 6'4", right?
Kobe's like 6'6", 6'7", like up there, like way different frame. D-Book is small as hell. Like these niggas be little as hell. They get them NBA inches, but D-Book really like
D-Book is 6'5".
That nigga really like
6'2". Mid-range games though.
That nigga really like D-Book is really like 6'2", 6'3".
Well, the other thing him and Kobe have in common is that they're both the first round 13 pick.
I see more similarities at Jason Tatum's game than I do in D-Book's. Like I see, that's when people say the next, I see like nobody like fucking Kobe. People like Devin Booker, like he like in the sense of bro, you gotta let me get the whole thing out there before you comment.
Okay.
Kobe was an assassin. He didn't care like nobody. He didn't care if people liked him. It was like game time. Everybody got to be in the court as much as me. Everybody got to be on top of their shit at all times. Like assassin, like Mamba. And then on the court, Kobe played both sides of the ball. D-Book is being the best D-Book. But his play style, yeah, he could put up buckets and he could probably set records and shit, have those big games where he put up, where he could put up 50, 60, 70 points. That's Kobe like. But when you say the next Kobe, I look for similarities in play style and assassinness. And I see that. I look at Jason Tatum and see those similarities more than I see it in D-Book shit. I see more of Kobe style and fucking Paul George than I do in Devin Booker in regards to play style. I'm not talking about level of play. I'm talking about play style. So when they say Devin Booker is the new Kobe, Devin Booker is the new Devin Booker. Devin Booker is Devin Booker. His play style is not similar to Kobe Bryant's. Like, so in DQ's case, like DQ said, let people live and be who they is, because with that similarity that they're trying to say in regards to Kobe, I don't know who I could say D Booker's game is similar to, but it ain't Kobe's.
Like it's obvious, like the players they learn from other players, but at the same time, like when you're a person playing basketball, when you learn to play in your own style. Like no one shoots exactly the same, no one passes the ball exactly the same, no one dribbles exactly the same. It's everyone has their own way of.
But you can see, but from Kobe and Mike, you can see
Kobe and Mike,
a lot of similarities.
Kobe and Mike, like
Right.
Kobe studied Mike
You
to the
can
point
see-
where his
right.
moves were like identical to on the court, but at the same time, when Kobe came into the league, he didn't really have that mimicking ability of Mike at first.
Right.
He probably studied that, but at the same
So
time,
that's
like,
what I'm saying. I don't see that in D Book yet. So maybe in time, D Book will become a defensive stopper. He'll get that fade away. He'll get that, that rub Kobe be doing and shit when niggas get close with the ball and rub a nigga down and shit that Mike used to do. Maybe D Book grow to have that style.
That rub is classic.
Like, that body roll and shit. Like, let me feel where you at. D Book ain't put in those situations. It's never like he don't. The style is not the same. D Book is D Book. Kobe is Mike-ish, but D Book is not Kobe Bryant-ish. I don't see it at all. I just see D Book killing as D Book. That's pretty much all I see. All right, moving on. Now, it's been a big year for Tampa. Tampa in sports have been
I
cooking.
don't think we mentioned in the rundown.
Huh?
I don't think we mentioned Lightning in the open run.
We did, so let's mention it now.
That was last week. They won. You guys didn't cover that last week? They won last week.
They won after we recorded.
After we record. Listen, it's been a crazy week for me.
So again, we didn't mention it in the open run, but congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning for winning the NHL. What they call it? I don't know what they call it.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley. My mom and my best friend was named Stanley.
Name Stanley?
Yeah, I ain't like that nigga, but but Lightning's won. Lightning.
Yeah.
I corrected myself.
Why do we say Lightning though? They're one of the 7 teams in the 4 major sports. They do not end in the letter S.
Yes. I forgot we went through this. We went through this before about the change. We ain't gonna do it again. Okay, so Tampa Bay Lightning.
Heat, Magic, Avalanche,
but
Sox.
Shut up. All right, but not only them in Tampa, the Buccaneers recently won, and Tampa baseball team. Who they team again?
The Rays. They were
Rays,
the Devil Rays,
right.
but now they're the Rays.
They had a good season. Like recently, they lost.
They went to the World Series this year.
Right. So
last year.
Last year, right? The last
lost, but they won.
Tampa has been doing pretty good when it comes to sports. So that brings me to our Bag of Trash It question. Kick it off to you first, Ed. Bag of Trash It. Is Tampa the best city in sports right now?
We went through this, and again, credit to I believe it was Feidelberg via Barstool Sports who claimed this, but Tom Brady's a witch, man. Wherever he goes, championships go. And I mean, listen, Tampa's not doing that bad. I think they're Tampa, the Rays, that is. I believe they're 2 or 3 games out of first place. Boston's at the top. I don't know how. The Lightning just won their 2nd consecutive Stanley Cup. Doesn't look like the Buccaneers are going anywhere. Who else do they have down there? I guess it's just those 3 teams.
I'll say it's just the baseball, the football, and the hockey team.
And the hockey team. So look,
they 2 games out of the
look.
AL,
Even if
the
they
Rays.
go even if they make a playoff run, I mean, let's think about teams that have consistently won and consistently been going in major cities that's happening everywhere. I guess you could say Denver had a pretty good run this year, but Suns in 4, and then the Avalanche, Colorado Avalanche, were another one of those teams that don't end in S. They were knocked out, so you can't really say Denver.
LA.
If you think about LA or California as a whole, but again, we're talking cities. We're not talking states. We're talking cities. They had the Dodgers win, but I guess and the Lakers won. The Lakers won, but I mean that's 2 championships in 1 year as opposed to already 3 championships in the span of 2 years.
Won a few years ago. So it's in that, I guess
honestly, I'm looking at this as a 2-3 year bubble right now.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying a couple years ago.
The Dodgers win, LA ties Tampa.
Well, yeah, LA ties Tampa, so that's a possibility. So I'll trash it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'll bag it. I can't think of another city right now.
I think it's time for the Orlando Magic to go to Tampa while Brady's here.
right.
Yeah.
The Tampa Tampa Bay Magic.
Tampa Magic.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Brady didn't go back to
They
Orlando.
definitely have to change their name. Let's think about it. So the reason why the Tampa Bay Lightning are called the Lightning is because it's always lightning over there. The Rays are the Rays because it's shiny. There's nothing magical about Tampa.
Well, it's
They have to
magic
change their name.
because of Disney World and stuff, all that shit.
What?
Yeah, that's why they're the Magic in Orlando. But why would they be?
Hurricanes. The Hurricanes.
Ooh, Tampa Hurricanes. No,
Well,
there's not. The Hurricanes always pass them though.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
The Tampa Bay Jews.
What?
Also, not really a thing as much as you think it is. That's more East Coast, more like
Oh,
Boca, Jupiter.
Okay.
Tampa's a beautiful area. I love Tampa.
I
I
know,
love
but
Tampa.
you know, Jews love
Tampa
Florida.
Bay
So,
rain. I know it rains like a lot in Tampa. That's definitely a fact.
that's a good one. And then
I
you
went
can
to
spell
bro.
it,
I went to my
but then
first
you can
vacation
spell it
ever.
rain, REIGN, where it's
Yeah.
like it's rain, but we rain. Like
My first ever
yeah.
vacation was to Florida, and we were staying with my friend in Tampa, right? And I was there for 2 weeks. It rained the first 7 days. Like no cap. The first 7 days it rained, and then the day after the rain, I'm on to the Chuck E. Cheese for the first time, and my stupid ass wants to get a fever randomly during the middle of the day.
all right, stupid. Kev, bag of trash. Tampa, the best city in sports right now.
Trash it.
Who
Flat
best?
I just
Who?
Don't say New York.
What city? You can't say New York. We trash. We are trash.
As a
We are
collective,
trash.
New York is ass.
We have not won anything since 2011. Okay, and before that, 2009.
I just can't accept it.
We're trash, bro.
Okay.
We're trash, bro. We're so trash.
At least he admits to his.
No,
At least
I'm
he
not
admits to
talking about
his
New York. I
denial.
just can't accept Tampa as it.
Yo, Tampa's fire, bro.
It don't sound good. It's just like it's Tampa. It's Tampa.
Yeah.
All right. DQ, bag of the trash.
Based on the statistics that were just previously brought to us, I would have to say bag it. But
Yeah.
that's like usually with sports, if one team and one city is playing good, usually the other team starts to play good a few years
Right.
or in that certain bubble.
Yeah. All right, John. Bag of trash.
Gonna have to bag it. They got it right now. They got 3 titles.
Yeah.
3.
Got two.
They got
Three.
three. Lightning,
Two
double,
from the Lightning and one from
for Tampa.
Tom Brady.
Yeah. That's
3.
Lightning one. The Lightning one. The year
they
before.
repeated.
Yeah.
Two-peated.
Yeah, right. They
Two back
two-peated.
for the Lightning.
Yeah.
So 3 titles.
Hey, what'd you guys think about the Tampa?
How you let a hot team beat you in hockey?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're all.
a warm weather team beat you in hockey. Like,
Hey, Dev.
Outside. You can't practice in that in the summer.
word, they out there playing their rollerblades and shit when they training.
Dev, most of the
like
hockey players,
like Mighty Ducks and shit with trash cans turned over and shit.
most of the hockey players are
Canadians, I'm sure they are, but it's like they go from most of them should have a fever and shit. They go from hot ass Tampa, they go in these cold ass places. I'd be sick all the fucking time. In Tampa
What about
playing hockey?
what about the Tampa Tigers?
That's trash.
Okay, you got the
Colon /
Jacksonville Predators
Nah,
though.
hear me out. Tampa Tigers / Kings. If you don't know, Big Cat Rescue.
Yeah,
that bitch Carol Baskins.
Carol Bay.
Tampa Bay.
that's
Tampa
true.
Bay. That's where Big Cat Rescue is.
Two.
All right, that's a good one. We'll put that. Let's send that to the Magics.
In the
Yes,
American
right.
League, just
Right.
beat the National League.
Right, we'll write a letter to the Magic organization, telling them like, yo, the best thing for y'all to do is move to Tampa right now. All right, Drew, bag of the trash. And here are some suggestions for names.
For names, no.
So
Right now, I have to say
Tampa.
Baggett.
Right.
Right now, I have to say Baggett. I was gonna say LA, but
LA got 2. LA
Florida
got
as a state has been playing really well as well. So you got to think about that too.
Who is?
What happened?
Florida as a state in general. You had the Predators from 2 years ago in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Heat went last year.
Yep, true. Florida as a state, yeah. Their COVID cases were way low because they didn't care and they didn't report any of it. 75% of their population probably died. Yeah.
Oh, Oh,
I'm
what?
okay. So, Drew, you bagged it or you trashed it?
I have to bag it right now. I have to bag it.
I'm going to trash it because although they won 3, I think LA is a better city because they're a better city and their team's actually winning. So it's like
to me though, LA is a city of chokers. I mean, think about it. Before the Dodgers won this past bubble series, championship,
season.
they don't even count. They've been national chokers. We just had the Clippers are being chokers. Like
nobody
the Clippers are cursed.
Clippers don't
I know,
count.
but they're still a LA team. The Angels are one of the worst teams in baseball. They got 2 of the best players in the MLB right now. Yeah, they're again they're
that was the dumbest thing ever.
I'm just saying Dodgers and Lakers are 2 of the premier names in sports.
I'm just saying that the Dodgers and the Lakers, it took a bubble for them to win again.
Right. That's true and all. But
Lightning's a premier team, though.
I'm talking about premier. Nobody do. I hate to be that person. Nobody cares about hockey. I'm talking about, the major sports. When it comes to the major sports, NBA, MLB, NFL,
and hockey.
I'm changing.
That's hockey is stepbrother. He's a stepbrother.
What it really boils down to though is if LA he's
the brother married into the family.
If the Rams or the Chargers win a championship, then I'll give it to LA.
Yeah.
They gotta have their football team do it.
And them ain't even real LA teams. Like I don't even.
But they're there now. I mean, those are the LA teams now. We're talking about right now, current day, present day.
Yeah, I'm saying that when it comes to premier sports and it comes to the premier teams, Dodgers and Lakers are both one of those top known teams around the world, and they both won.
For instance, in the mid 2000s, Chicago had shit on lock for a little bit.
Chicago is still a premier city and name for they haven't done nothing. Right, exactly. So
to your point though,
so that's what I'm saying, that when these teams win and you have multiple of these teams win, a city like Tampa that don't carry the same weight as
but that's kind of discrediting yourself because they're a smaller market team. These are 2 smaller market teams. Sorry, 3 small market teams that don't really get a lot of attention. Yeah. That 2 of them won a championship and 1 of them was on the cusp of winning one.
Right, but nobody.
That's what I'm saying. I know nobody cares. I don't care. But I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. The cities that people care about, and the team that people care about, Lakers and Dodgers, is in that company, and they both recently won. So that's why, to me, I trash it and say LA is the best city in sports right now. Moving on.
I'll give you that.
Moving on. Now, we just saw what happened. Connor went out bad. But when you think about the UFC goats and the Mount Rushmore, it's kind of there. Bag of the trash, your calf, kick it off. It's Conor McGregor on the UFC Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I mean, even with this loss, even though he needs to pack it up, even though the ref called the match a little bit too early in the fight against Mayweather, I know that's not UFC. Regardless, UFC Mount Rushmore, yeah.
Right. So you're bagging it.
Bag.
All right. DQ, bag of the trash.
UFC has been around for a while.
Yeah.
I feel like McGregor only had like a short run of him being at the top.
One of the best runs though.
It was one of the best, but I'm at the trash it.
So Mount Rushmore is 4 athletes. Give me your 4.
4 heads.
I need your 4 heads there. Give me your 4 heads.
It's not even the 4 heads. Like remember, like it's different weight classes.
Give me your 4 heads, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Give me your 4 heads, cause I got my 4. I bounced my 4 a lot, but I got 4. I think
4.
I think I got 4.
Okay. Here's what I'm probably messing up at.
Okay.
I'm probably mixing a bunch of the, like how some fighters at the time were bouncing from like from UFC to Pride. to
Bellator.
Bellator and shit like that. So I'm probably messing that up. So let me just skip this and just bag it from that case because a lot of people switch promotions and
Give
stuff
me anybody that you could think of when you think of the faces of UFC, the goats of UFC, or professional combat
like
fighting.
the people that put like UFC on the map.
Them faces.
I gotta put Chuck.
Chuck Liddell, okay. Chuck Liddell.
My God.
Iceman.
Chuck Liddell.
Rampage on that.
Trying to think. Hold on.
Rampage is another one that UFC was in a prime.
To put it on the map, I guess I can put Rampage on it, but Rampage was really was good in Bellator too. That's the problem.
He was really good in Bellator.
There's two names that should be locks.
I don't know, John.
I think there's two names that should be locked too. I'm thinking.
What's the other dude's name?
There's three in my head that should be locks.
Two names as locks that haven't been mentioned yet, but DQ, who you just asked about? DQ, who you just asked about?
Who are the two you might bring up?
No,
okay,
hold
on. So
Johnny gonna name his. Yeah, DQ, you go.
Did you bag it or trash it?
I'll bag it now based on the promotion aspect of it, but as a MMA as a whole, as the popularity of it, I might.
Yeah, you got all over.
But I'll bag it.
UFC. Now, John.
UFC, I'll bag it.
John, bag it or trash it?
I'm gonna trash it.
Okay. Now give me a Mount Rushmore.
I'm gonna do a special spot on the Mount Rushmore. So
okay.
My two locks on Mount Rushmore is John Jones.
Oh fuck! Oh, I got my the four then.
No, John Jones is not a fucking lock.
Yep, right here, dog. See this, John?
Silver?
John
Jones beat everyone. He beat
everyone. Okay, nigga, don't count.
Nah, John.
I got Silver on there.
Okay, okay, John. So keep going because John Jones ain't no lock for me.
Yes, he is. He really is.
Talent wasted.
And he still comes and still fucks everybody up.
Go ahead, John.
John Jones.
Uh-huh.
Anderson Silva.
Okay.
For the third spot, I'm gonna put GSP.
Yeah, okay. I swear to God, if you didn't say that,
that was the locks. I thought you was talking.
Yeah. I thought
GSP.
That's what I thought too.
GSP was one of my locks also. GSP was that's one of my locks. I said two, but I meant three. I had three locks. Okay. And for the fourth, I'm gonna go different, but she's dominant. I'm gonna put Amanda Nunes at my fourth.
I was gonna say you got to put a female in there who changed the game for sure.
And it wasn't Amanda for me.
And it wasn't Amanda, it was Ronda.
You're gonna put Ronda? Nah,
yeah. I mean, Amanda's on her way, but Ronda started it. I mean, we wouldn't know female UFC.
Look. I understand that. You got a little. I understand that.
There is no Amanda without Ronda. Period.
I understand that, but they got into the ring. It's not like she Ronda fought 30 years ago. You gotta put her thing.
But Ronda was doing her thing way before Amanda was, and Ronda was whooping ass, and also got her ass whooped several times too. Like, I mean, you got to think about it. It takes a toll on people, especially with the media and the attention she was getting, and all the touring and shit like that. Of course, every young blood wants to come out for you. So yeah, I mean, Amanda. I'm not taking anything away from Amanda. I'm not trying to say Ronda was washed, but at this point, Ronda was like, "Yo, I'm exhausted. I'm done."
Listen.
So
Ronda was great.
She's saying Ronda was washed.
I'm saying Ronda was washed when Amanda beat her. Yeah, just like Connor's washed right now.
Washed, pre-washed, prime, whatever.
John said, "Wash, pre-wash, spin cycle. It don't matter."
And John, to your credit, I think if Ronda was in her prime and Amanda's in her prime, I think Amanda still wins.
Yeah,
but
that's why I didn't put Ronda.
But I'm just saying, Mount Rushmore. I mean, the presidents that are on Mount Rushmore, they ain't Obama. You know what I mean? But they paved the way for Obama. You know what I'm saying? There is no Obama without Lincoln. I'm just saying.
So
John, your mountain again is John Jones, blasphemy.
Silva,
GSP,
and Nunes.
And you said you had an extra head. What was the extra head or something?
No, I said I was gonna go different with the fourth spot. I didn't have.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
I was gonna put Nunes there. Who can y'all tell me in the UFC beat John Jones?
I don't know.
Cocaine addiction.
Oh,
Okay.
his
Who-
extracurricular activities, but when he was in the ring, who
Yeah.
beat him? Nobody.
Yeah.
I think Izzy will beat him.
Everybody else.
I think
Shit,
Izzy will beat him.
But
Sam,
yeah,
John Jones up. Fuck out of here.
I think
Yeah,
Izzy will beat him.
I don't think Izzy will beat
I think Izzy will whoop his ass.
But Drew,
I'm waiting
Drew
for that
bagging the
fight. I
trash.
don't know. I don't think so.
Nah,
Izzy's great though. Izzy's great, but I don't know about that.
it's good.
I think Izzy will beat his ass and then he'll hump him and shit. Middle of the ring.
He probably do some
Yeah.
shit like that. It'd be
Izzy
funny
spread
if
his
he
cheeks.
did,
Yeah.
But I don't know about him getting that W. But I would love to see that fight.
Drew,
I love to see this fucking washed
Drew
piece of shit
bagging the trash.
dust
is,
off his coke habit,
kinda
come back
on
in the
that-
ring.
Counter on the Mount Rushmore.
No, he's good. I agree with the promotion side. He's a blazing promotion, but just like DQ say, his run was short. He's not like the forefather of like UFC right now. And you gotta put as one of the Mount Rushmore that anybody say. You gotta put the
Gracie's?
lead that started the shit. You gotta put Dana White in that Mount Rushmore, bro. Like you don't
Okay.
have to. You
All
don't
All right, that's a different take, but yeah, we get it. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
Ain't no way wealthy ass just came in and used money.
Man,
Like,
Dr.
Who
Nason.
else is on it? Who else is on it?
Shit, bro.
Joe Rogan.
You gotta think about the forefathers, bro.
Man,
Yeah, where he ain't wrong.
Shit,
Kev ain't wrong. Kev said Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's ass should be up there too.
shit, if we're gonna talk about the forefathers, then we gotta talk about the Gracie's family and shit. Then
That's
they
what I
should
was
be-
gonna say. Gracie's
like-
got to be on there.
Like Royce Gracie should be on.
I wasn't thinking that.
Like if you want to talking about like,
you got Rampage on mine, and
okay,
just like I said, Dana White and Silver. Yeah, that's
so you said
that's my-
Rampage,
that's
Dana White,
Rampage, Chuck Liddell,
okay.
Silver, and Dana White. That's my four. That's my Mount Rushmore right
I'm
there.
not mad at you because when those guys was doing it, that's when I got into the sport. But I'm gonna bag it because I look at it more than dominance. I look at who captivates the sport, like,
Mhm.
and
I mean, he brought eyes on the sport for sure.
like
I mean, yeah.
nobody. So
This-
nobody has done it the way he's done it in regards to bringing eyes, except for Ronda. So when I do my Mount Rushmore, it will be two great fighters, two of the best: Anderson Silva,
GSP.
Conor McGregor, and Ronda Rousey. Now, Amanda Nunes is a great fighter, but she ain't brought no ass to the sport the way Ronda has. She ain't captivated the world like Ronda has. She'll probably beat Ronda's ass, but who gives a fuck? Nobody cares. John Bones Jones is another one. Great fighter. John Bones is another one. Great fighter, great potential. If he would have continued to just be a great fighter, he will probably be the GOAT. But you got too much going on. Too much fucking going on for you to even be in the fucking conversation. We talk about Amanda Nunes beating Ronda. Ronda was done already. That's like fucking Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali. Like the nigga was old and done already. Like, yeah, Larry Holmes made him shake, but he wasn't Muhammad Ali no more. Like that shit don't matter. Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor, probably the most recognizable names in the sport. In the sport. Besides probably like fucking Rampage. And then Anderson Silva and GSP is probably the greatest technical fighters that I've ever seen.
Not to discredit Ronda, but a lot of people say she didn't really beat nobody, and then when she really fought people, she lost.
Yeah, but by the time
But she put the women's division on the map.
It was on the map, but like
She put women on the map. That's all that matters. Hey, look, it's cool, but like the
and
first,
again, they said
lady,
you said she ain't never fought nobody. They were nobodies. All the
before
women
her.
was nobodies. Like they were nobodies. There's no eyes. So when she did lose, she brought the eyes. She made them actually credible to be fighting. And like, okay, yeah, this girl is good too. Like there was no eyes. There was no anybody's before Ronda. Not saying that there wasn't good fighters there, but they wasn't Ronda. So it's like you can easily say, oh, she wasn't fighting nobody. Ronda brought the eyes, so everybody was like nobodies until Ronda made that shit good to watch.
But the way as she took her losses, though, like she like to have like complete mental breakdown every time
Yeah, but
fight.
and them hoes runs will never be as good as Ronda's or remembered as much as Ronda's.
I'm gonna probably remember Amanda Nunes more than Ronda. I'm not
Yeah, until somebody knocks out Amanda Nunes, and then it's gonna be the next girl.
You got to separate yourself from the world.
The moment.
The world. What you see as people, the casual fans, you got to put yourself in the perspective of the casual fans. No, Amanda Nunes is not a recognizable name like Ronda Rousey.
When she won her 2 titles, she was though. Like everybody was talking about that.
Amanda Nunes could walk down the street right now in Times Square. Nobody will say shit to her big ass. Ronda Rousey walk down there. It would be a whole fucking stampede of people. Come on, man, miss me with that shit. Miss me.
She does WWE.
I'll pull up on Amanda.
Listen, you talking as a sports fan, y'all niggas is eating dick. I'm telling y'all got to stop talking like sports fans. I'm talking in the sense of casual. Listen,
the difference is like when Floyd was talking about the whole kind of shit. The UFC is not marketing Amanda Nunes like Ronda Rousey. I wonder why. It's another undertone of why one's marketed more than the other. Like Floyd said when he was talking about everybody love him, kind of say shit, but when Floyd said Floyd's the bad guy, Floyd is this and that. What was the undertone he was getting at? That's the whole UFC undertone.
Hey, I didn't respect Conor when he came out.
And that could be true.
The way she is, but that's why I could never like. She did what she did, but at the end of the day, it's like she disappeared. She went to wrestling. That's it.
What me and Dev are saying, Johnny, what you're arguing is that Wanda, what's the fucking term? Wanda walks or Amanda could run. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the fact that she paved the way. And yes, she was marketed a different way. And John, don't be discrediting Amanda Nunes.
I be seeing her in commercials and shit.
She got Modelo commercials. She got mad fucking endorsements. So don't say.
She said maybe UFC. You said UFC is
maybe UFC's not, but she's doing her own thing. And Amanda will be known by fans. Amanda's not going to know by the casual.
Word, you said own thing. That's different.
And if you really want to get into the bread and butter. Ronda posed like barely, like half naked for ESPN. Amanda ain't gonna do that shit, and Amanda didn't do that shit. Period.
So,
no, I'm just saying. There's horny people in the world. So obviously, people that know Ronda know her from. If they don't know her from USC, they don't know her from WWE. They be like, oh, that's the bitch that was naked on ESPN. And Amanda Nunes ain't gonna do that.
All I'm saying is what Johnny's saying is probably true dealing with the fucking world we live in. And UFC don't promote their shit right anyway. They don't promote nothing right. They don't do nothing right to begin with. Yeah. But Amanda Nunes, and I'm just stepping away from it. And John got into the particulars about how they promote fighters. UFC doesn't do a good job, period, when it comes to promotion. But or paying. But when it comes to just being household names, my list is based on recognizable figures as well as great fighters. I think Ronda Rousey is probably one of the, when it's all said and done, UFC, you think about UFC, Ronda Rousey will be one of those names that come up. Conor McGregor will be one of those names that come up. John Jones won't. GSP probably won't because he's so quiet. But he's
acting now, so right. he's on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's in Civil War.
How great people forget if you're not a UFC fan and he wasn't around. GSP is not one of those because he's not a big character. Anderson Silva, the GOAT, and GSP.
BJ Penn.
Yeah. BJ was my guy. I brought up BJ a while ago. Y'all clown me for my BJ Penn. Y'all clown me for all the time he got his ass whooped.
Quick thing. I would say all your points. The way I look at it, Ronda had her spot in the Mount Rushmore, and Amanda Nunes came and ripped her head off and put her head in her place.
All right, John. Her cornrows. We didn't get to me, but I will trash it and we can move on.
All right, so eat trashing it. All right. Last up, now we record, we're just watching the MLB All-Star game. And it seems to be the biggest face in baseball right now is Shohei Ohtani. Like they compare him to Babe Ruth. Like he's He's
Oh,
just
only because he's the only guy doing what
because
Babe did.
he's a pitcher. And
Literally, no one else did it.
Nobody else is doing that. So he's actually giving us something to be excited about in baseball because the shit is boring. So just to be honest, nobody gives a fuck. It's horrible to watch. So for the casual fans, and I come from the casual fans point, hey, is Ohtani game on? Cool. I will pop my head in. Other than that, turn that shit off. Let's watch ESPN. All right, so bag of the trash.
Oh, shit.
Eddie, kick us off. Bag of the trash.
What's the question?
What's the question?
Is Shohei Ohtani the most exciting player in sports this year?
In sports this year?
Yeah.
That's not fair because football hasn't started yet.
So here's where I went with that. The football season. So the football season just ended. So it is a part of this year. So the last season, the last football season, 2021 season, is a part of this conversation, as well as the NBA season is a part of this conversation.
Is he the most exciting in sports?
So has he been the most excited to watch? You take the last football season, you take the current basketball season that just happened, is coming towards end. Is NHL just ended, but baseball still going. With all of that just happening and been happening, is Shohei the most exciting player to watch in sports?
I mean, by that argument, like, with all that context, I'm gonna have to bag it because here's the deal: you don't see Tom Brady, you don't see Patrick Mahomes is probably one of the most electric quarterbacks in the NFL right now. It doesn't matter that he lost the Super Bowl this year against the Bucks, but you don't see Patrick Mahomes out there playing safety. You know what I mean? Right. Now you go to basketball. It's like, what was probably the most electric thing that we saw all year? The most electric, Steph Curry, right? He's not one of the best defenders, right? It's not like he's locked down, like, defensively. Steph does what he does, right? And then if you look at hockey, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how hockey works. You could look at like the off sports too, right? Like, like your track and field, your tennis, your swimming, your all that other fun stuff. I don't know, man. We haven't seen this shit since the 20s. We haven't seen this shit since literally World War II. I don't know. Like, the fact that he came, like, he's not one of the best pitchers in the MLB, but he's a pretty good pitcher. But the fact that he's striking dudes out and then dropping bombs, I believe he leads the league in home runs in the National League. If I'm not mistaken, John, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think he hit a home run in the bottom of the top of the first in the All-Star game. Whatever, man. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. We haven't seen this ever. Like, we haven't seen this. Like, we haven't seen this. Ain't nobody alive that's seen Babe Ruth play. And when Babe Ruth was playing, let's be real, it probably wasn't as electric as people make it seem out to be. Now we're actually seeing it, and it's pretty fucking electric. It's pretty fucking cool, man. Yeah, and the guy's like super humble. Like when the Spider Tech thing came through and everything, and all these pitchers were throwing hissy fits about getting checked. Ohtani didn't give a fuck. Ohtani was just like, yeah, here, take my shit, man. I'm like, okay, check me. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
I have to go get ready to go hit. Like, like, I don't have time for this. But I do not like Ohtani because he chose the Angels over the Yankees. And that's because I feel like he could not play in the New York media. And there was no way that he could do what he's doing in LA on this garbage team that has two of the best players in the MLB and still is a pretty bad baseball team. So.
Well, he was before he got into pros. They were saying he wasn't going to play. He wasn't going to be a good player in pros. So
before he came to the MLB, everyone was like, "We can't wait for this guy to get here." Like, everyone, like, the Yankees actually made. I forgot what the trade exactly was, but there were teams like during the trade deadline that were making moves to get back international money so they could pay Ohtani. Because that's the way it works in the MLB. You can't just like pick up a dude, like, be like, oh, like, you're the number one prospect, like in Japan or China or Korea. You're the number one player. Like, oh, we're just going to give you all this money because we have all this money. You have to accumulate international money. I don't get how it works. I forget exactly how it works. But a lot of teams made moves to make sure they got Ohtani. And ultimately, the Yankees and the Angels were the other ones that could afford him. And then he had a choice. So he picked fucking the Angels. and we ended up with Tanaka. Fuck.
Oh my God.
All right, Drew. Back in the trash is Shohei, the most exciting player in sports this year. Shohei.
Most exciting sports. In basic, not in sports.
I said in sports.
In sports, nah, trash it. It gotta be.
Now, who's more exciting?
I'll say KD on the Brooklyn Nets was more exciting than J.O. time, but I'm in the minority. I don't really watch baseball like that, so I gotta go off my experience. I don't really watch baseball like that.
I understand you, Drew. I care back at trash.
I say bag it. I watched 3 of his games now, like officially. And I seen what he's done against us, even though we kind of like beat up on him in that one game that he did start pitching. But like the games that he got hits in, I'm like, it's just crazy. It just look like he's built for it. Like,
Right.
I don't know. He's different. So different is always good. So I'm bagging it.
Gotcha. All right, DQ, back in the trash.
It's extremely different, but at the same time, like there are probably other pitchers in the MLB who can hit bombs. But it's nice to see for the like it's different and it's nice to see. So I'm gonna back it.
All right, John, back in the trash.
What he's doing, like I talked about, has nobody's seen or is alive to say they lived through seeing this. So what he's doing is very, very special.
Right.
But is he the most exciting
player in sports this year?
This year, I would say no.
Okay. Who's more excited?
But going right now, I can say going on right now, I say it's probably the most exciting thing going on right now. But for the year, no.
So who was?
Actually, Tom Brady was more exciting. Tom Brady.
Well, the Tom Brady moved to Tampa was exciting. The return to Curry was definitely exciting. Like, right. He played 5 games, came back, and then he put on the show,
Right.
Everybody trying to crown Dame as the new 3 guy, like the long range 3. Curry came in, like, how does this? I forgot about me. So, but also it's how also I would say like this, we all some of us watch all the sports or a little bit of everything, while others prefer more. So I think it's a preference thing. Yeah. So like if you're like a real true baseball person, they'll go say Ohtani is thing because he's doing something that hasn't been done in 100 years. Right. So you can't discredit that. He's doing something that hasn't been done in 100 years.
Yeah. All right, so I'm a bag it. And I look at it like this because there was a lot of exciting moments in sports. Derrick Henry's run in the NFL season was
one moment. This is a whole season.
Right. But again, I bagged it. I'm just saying there was a lot of exciting moments. The KD in Brooklyn, Derrick Henry's running all fucking season over motherfuckers. Steph Curry coming back and just being fucking Steph Curry is always exciting to watch. Naomi being her fucking cooking but I look at it as he's the most exciting because when you pull eyes to a sport, I'm gonna say this first off, I give 2 fucks about baseball. I don't care for it, but what Shohei has been able to do is pull eyes to the sport because it's like you got a pitcher fucking hitting sluggers. Oh, I don't watch baseball, but I'll go watch that.
Dev, I know you're not that big into baseball, but the term is dingers.
Dingers. Okay.
Dingers.
So dingers. I said sluggers.
Sluggers. He's a slugger who hits dingers.
Right. He's a slugger that hits dingers. So ding-a-lane, dingers, whatever you want to call it. Ding dong ditch, ding-a-lane, dingers, whatever. Dingos. All I'm saying is he's bringing eyes to the sport. And again, baseball be neat. Although it's America's pastime, baseball is so boring. And for the casual fan, this is a great moment of baseball because baseball has been
They got some faces, man, between
So-
Tatis,
right,
Ohtani,
exactly. So with players like
Mookie,
right, with
Aaron,
Vlad doing his thing, with Ronnie was doing his
Vlad
thing. So,
Jr., all
right.
these dudes.
So these
Castellanos.
characters, right? So the character part of baseball that we love about the other sports, it seemed to rev up a little bit, and therefore the casual fans are starting to get more in tune, and more eyes are starting to watch. So Shohei happens to be the biggest face right now, and therefore I'm going to give him that crown.
I'm not gonna
as a
lie.
now in regards to excitement.
With your definition, I'm clearly gonna say I was wrong with my pick. I was definitely wrong because I'm really thinking about it now. I flash back to like the '90s, like the home run rate, Sammy Sosa.
Right, and that's where it came from me. Like the Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, like for casual fans, how big that was.
No,
like
it was
culturally, like right culturally. So that's how I look at this in regards to bringing people to the sport.
Yeah, my bag of the trash is wrong.
Yeah, so Ohtani is definitely doing that. So that's why I'm bagging it. All right, we moving on.
But you heard that Vladdy won the All-Star MVP.
Yeah. And Vlad hit the home run. Shohei did not. I apologize. Shohei did not hit the home run. Vlad did. I apologize.
Vlad Jr. just signed to
Vladdy
Jordan.
Jr.
Vlad, his dad was that dude, and he's that dude. And we're gonna move on to guess who. We are doing the NBA. MLB. We're doing the MLB All-Star edition. Eddie's favorite game, man.
I hate this game.
So three rounds. Okay, who's going first? Let's see. I enjoy this game. I love seeing you guys play. It's enjoyable for me. So I don't know about the rest. John likes this game.
This is fun.
All right. So first up, man, who we got? All right. First up is Kevin.
Yo.
That's who. All right. So your first clue is the Dominican Republic.
Okay, that's everybody in the MLB, but okay.
I know.
Yeah, the Dominican Republic. That's 70% of the All-Star game.
Hey, gotta start off hard and then it get even.
No. I want to take a guess.
So we're saying, like, what? X player?
Yes. No. So you ask a question now. I'll let you guys know it's past and present. I'll give y'all that. All right.
Okay. All right.
Is this person an X player?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So David Ortiz.
Wrong.
There's a lot of Dominicans ex-players.
It's a lot. It's a lot of them, bro. All right. Next up, we got Johnny 5.
Did he play for the city of Chicago?
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yes.
Yes? Sammy Sosa?
Sammy Sosa, John.
John.
That's my second guess, Sammy Nosa.
And I'm not gonna lie. When Dev said pass, I'm like, yo, we just brought it up, and he said he was thinking about that time, and he said pass. I was like, oh yeah, has to be Sammy. I thought it was gonna be Vlad Jr. till he said it was a player for pass.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Sammy Sosa was my second than Vlad.
Ed doesn't like this game. All right, John with 1 point.
I hate this fucking
Let's
game,
go.
bro.
Round two. Who we got?
Kevin Johnny can't go.
Oh, it would okay. I'll let somebody else start the round.
It's whoever the app has.
DQ. Your first clue is Drake.
Oh, I didn't listen to last week's episode fully. God damn it.
Oh, that's a good hit too.
Drake.
My pick is valid, so I don't care.
Does this player wait, is this person have an attractive mother?
No, that kid played basketball, so
Yeah, it's baseball.
This baseball.
Oh, sorry, baseball. I'm bugging. Sorry. Does it deal with a team who plays in Canada?
Yes.
I only get one question, right? Okay. Can I
Yeah, so now you can.
No, so answer.
No,
now you have to
gotta
answer.
I can answer now. Oh, is it Vladimir Guerrero?
Yes, sir. Vlad two.
Junior.
There you go.
I hate this game, bro.
Once Dev said Drake, all DQ had to ask was he a current or old player, and that would have been the answer.
Not really, because it could have been Miguel
I said Caleb
Batista.
and think, oh, it might not be the
Moises Alou was
Blue
that
Jays
guy.
'cause
Right.
the
Moises
Expos
Alou.
be in
That was that
Canada,
really
too.
that guy though.
Moses Alou was that guy.
He didn't wear batting gloves. That was the best thing about it. He never wore batting gloves.
His pops played for the Montreal Expos.
Yeah.
That's a Canadian team too, but he said Drake. That's Toronto. Anthony Drake's Toronto.
All right. Last round. Now, John and DQ
Get that, guys would have won
both
that.
have a point.
Which is
Let's
bullshit.
go. Let's go.
Let's see. So I'm gonna take them off so you got rest of you guys can get a chance to start it off. All right. So for my losers, Drew.
Mhm.
All right,
There you
the
go.
first clue is first thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. That's your first clue, Uncle Phil.
Okay. Okay. I think I know who it is.
That's a piece on the fan. Does he play for New York?
Yes, he does.
What'd you say?
Huh?
Does
Yeah,
say
he does.
Oh. I'm probably gonna be wrong, but CC.
Wrong.
CC don't play no more, nigga.
All
I
right.
said does he play for New York, bro?
He don't play no more though.
All right, next
But he
up.
didn't say it was old or new, so
You
that
ain't
doesn't.
asked. You ain't asked. But
you actually play for New York. So.
next up is Eddie.
Play for New
Second clue.
York.
Huh?
Well,
Second clue.
No, it ain't second clue. It don't go second clue until everybody went.
you gotta ask your question, Ed. Play for
Second
New
clue
York
is-
and that quote.
It's
He
once
plays
every-
for New York, and the first clue is Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Not okay. First clue is Uncle Phil. Does this player play in the outfield?
Yes.
Is
it Aaron Judge?
It is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge.
Crazy out of Phil was Judge too.
Uncle Phil was a judge. Aaron Judge.
Corny ass. Corny.
Was that
That's a stretch.
Corny.
that was good. Like, the judge, Uncle Phil played the judge.
The next clue would have been Fat Joe, also in the Bronx. So that would have gave you location.
What's
and then
the
the last clue was Derek Jeter. So at that point it would have been
okay? And then what were the others? What were the other clues for the other two answers? You said
so
Dominican Republic,
So Sammy Sosa was Dominican Republic.
cork bats,
It was it was
bleach.
no, it was deep dish pizza
Okay.
at St. Louis Cardinals. Now you know who is
What?
Mark McGuire.
Oh, Mark. Okay, got it.
Now,
Okay, and then
Black Guerrero was Drake.
uh-huh.
The Maple Leafs.
If I would have went, I dead ass would have scored every point. I would have had all 3 points. If I would
It would
have
have been the Maple Leafs was the second one,
That still would have fucked me up because the Expos didn't play in Toronto.
but Toronto Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs played.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
No, but the Expos were in Montreal. That still would keep
And then the last one, if y'all to get there, it was gonna just be the Blue Jays. Now we got one more round because we got a tie. So
Everybody got 1 point. Somebody got to win, right?
somebody got to win. We got to have a winner. So up first, who we got? Let me take myself out. Get you in. All right. Johnny. First clue is steroids.
But what?
No.
Yo, out of turn, bro.
What the?
Steroids. All right. Let me ask like a good question. So many players such as all right. Was this player Does this player does this player have the home run record?
No.
No. I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay.
It's gonna be a random guess, but I'm gonna take a guess. Because when you say steroids, I think of one name, and then I think about the other name. Is this player Jose
Hey, good shit, John. Good shit.
That's the crazy part was is that so Drew went out of turn, and I was like ready to go out of turn myself, and I was gonna say Jose Canseco, and I did.
So the second clue was Rick Ross, and then the third clue was snitching.
Yeah.
Jose
Canseco. Crazy. My first question was gonna be like,
nigga.
My first question was like, did this person rat out other players?
Yes.
I switched it. I was like, let me see. I didn't know if it was him or not, so I had to think.
Yes, he's the one who snitched on everybody. Jose Canseco.
The main name. We say steroids, I think of him.
The face of steroid era is Jose Canseco, and that is another game of Guess Who. John continues to win. Guess Who? John,
I hate this game.
I believe is undefeated in Guess Who. So,
you know why I hate this game? I hate this game. No, I won the first one.
First round.
I won the first one. But
You
here's the deal. I hate
round.
this game. I hate this game because it's either way too easy or way too stupid.
I won the first game or the second game. That was
You won the second. I think I won the first one. I got super lucky.
All I know is the last few times we playing, Johnny's been kicking ass. All right, so moving on, man. Marquee Miss. This is when we pick our matches or matchups to watch for the week. That might be slap on. Drew, kick us off. Marquee Misses, what you got?
I got the Washington Nationals versus the Padres. It's gonna be the Friday game. Boom.
Copy.
That's crazy. Right. That was what I think. That was my pick, but I switched it.
All right, John. Since you switched it, give us your.
I switched it. I was going back and forth, then I stuck with. I was gonna do a 3-game set, Padres National, but then it's a soccer thing. It's not that many sports things. So baseball. So a game that probably gonna be a miss that most people not gonna see as a generalized. I'm gonna go Cup soccer on Friday. I'm gonna go Guadalupe versus Jamaica.
Let's go.
Ooh, let's go.
Good shit, John. All right, DQ. Give us your Marquee.
I am going to, since my Mets are currently in first place in National League East, I'm gonna have to go with the Marlins versus Phillies because I want both these motherfuckers to lose.
That's impossible.
I know, but I'd rather have the Marlins win. Kev, worse record.
All right, Kev. Marquee Miss.
Marquee Miss. I'm just gonna go the last exhibition game for the USA men's basketball team.
Kev's gonna cover the Olympics for us.
Sunday, July 18th. It's a 9 p.m. start, so there's no excuse for you motherfuckers to watch it. So yeah, that's my game.
All right, Ed. Marquee Miss.
USA Canada play on Sunday. I have the time 5 o'clock. I know it's Sunday.
USA Canada what?
CONCACAF Gold Cup.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. My Marquee Miss now. Y'all know I usually go with the WNBA.
You go pick a different sport?
No, okay, bitch. I'm going not with a different sport, but a different league. I am going Big 3, Week 2.
I like this.
It's not many games this week.
Yeah, it is.
Sports. It's just soccer and baseball. It's not really anything else.
It's not much going on.
Baseball, baseball and soccer.
So Big 3 is happening. It's Week 2 of Big 3, Saturday on NBC. So Week 2, ISO Joe is there. We got Gilbert Arenas there. You got Frank Nitty there. You got a lot of Big Cat Catino Mobley. You got a lot of
trash on in Vegas this year.
OGs on the teams and stuff like that. So I always enjoy Big 3. I'm gonna go Big 3 Week 2 for my Marquee Miss. All right. And,
is Big 3 coming to New York?
No, I think they only doing it in
Vegas this year.
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah. This, like the pandemic's officially over, so probably next year.
Yeah, they all the games are being held in
the championship. What, the second year?
Yeah, I went to the championship with Ice.
He was
Cube
there the
and,
same day. I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
that. He
yeah,
was on the other side of the
right,
stadium.
yeah, I remember. But last up, when you hear this is our bold prediction for the week. Now, nobody got their bold prediction right as of this week, except for maybe Decap. Decap said, "Listen, ain't gonna be expecting." I don't know. Question marks on that one.
No. The answer is no.
Right.
No.
Okay. So
Yeah,
nobody.
I told him. I told the minute I saw that post go up, I told him, yeah, not gonna happen, buddy.
So
We got a long way to go.
So you hear from the horse's mouth.
Oh, you can't say it's wrong because we don't know.
No, I do know. I do know.
He know. He said he ain't shooting up no club.
So you ain't about that?
I'm positive. I'm positive.
He just shoot up the door. He ain't getting in though. So
outside the club or inside the club, man?
Outside the club always,
outside
man.
the club.
Outside
Always
the club, man.
Outside the club. You can't even get in. So
yeah.
All right. So in the last week of our bold predictions, everyone was wrong. So
Oh my God.
let's see if we can get it right this week. When you hear this, DQ, kick us off.
How can I kick this off? Okay, I can do this. On Monday Night Raw, you will see a shocking championship, like
change.
Yeah, not change, but like a champion is going to lose. Like so Bobby Lashley might lose on Monday. Put it that way.
Okay, so are you saying he might, or you saying Bobby Lashley?
I'm saying he is. You will see Bobby Lashley lose on Monday.
Bet. Boom.
Lose out or just lose a match?
Just lose the match he has on Monday.
Lose? Okay.
Because he lost to Xavier Woods last Monday.
Gotcha. Now we locking that in. Johnny, when you hear this.
Giannis will have a 50-point double-double in the NBA.
Damn, John, you just took my making. Oh shit.
All right.
50-point triple-double, nigga.
Kev.
Damn, John.
When you hear this, Team USA will have won their last 3 exhibition games.
Gotcha. So they won one tonight, and they got 2 more coming up.
3 more.
3 more. Okay, so copy. Gotcha. All right, Eddie. When you hear this,
the U.S. men's national soccer team would have swept the first round. So that's the pool. So they got Qatar. We already beat Haiti. We got Canada on Sunday, and then we have Marquette on Thursday. So we would sweep the first round.
Gotcha.
What country is Marquette?
It's a province of France.
Well, because I was looking at them, I was looking at for the soccer games. It said USA plays them. I was like, where's that at?
Yeah, they're a province of France, right outside Ivory Coast area.
All right, Drew, give me a Marquee Miss.
No,
I'm sorry. When you hear this, my bad.
Shit, Johnny took my shit, bro. All right, this is out there, but bear with me. Yeah, the New York is gonna hate me. But Boston Red Sox are gonna sweep the Yankees this weekend. So there you go.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
Red Sox.
I hope you're wrong.
Sweet.
Sweep
the Yanks.
But you know what? You're probably
Drew,
right.
Yo, no, I'm about to say, Drew said what y'all actually really feel and shit. Y'all Yankees fans.
Yeah, we fucking suck, dude.
Y'all sit there like,
nigga. Fuck what that nigga talking about.
all them inside of him was like, yeah, sounds about right. All right, but when you hear this, you will have, before this week over, you will see a 30-plus game from CP3 and Devin Booker in the same game.
Ooh, okay. All right. Yeah. That's
plus 30 in the same game.
A 30-piece from who? Devin Booker and CP3.
And CP3 in the same game.
Oh, that's
30-piece. In the same game. All right.
That sound like finals over, nigga.
Yes, and I got something to say. So yeah, all right, and that is our episode, OSA episode 13 of season 2, 63 overall. We got the whole crew back. We got the kid Eddie Horchata back from his nuptials. You know what I'm saying? Again, congratulations to my son.
Thank you. Thank you.
Liz. We love you guys. Welcome to the team, Ed. We're already doing
No, chill. You can't call her Liz.
Husband shit watching 90 Day with our wives and stuff. So now
I've been on it, man. I've been on
exactly.
it. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different.
Now, right. Ain't no difference, but
it's just
real.
a piece of paper.
It's official now. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to, enjoy. Send us those questions, man. OSA questions. We like to answer you guys. We like to ask you guys questions, man. So send us something so we can answer them. If you say some dumb shit, we'll let you know right over here. Hey, it's all love over here. That's how we do it. We keep it above. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you rate. All that good shit. I got the food here today for you. We might see recap in the future. You never know. These are always there when we need it. But like always, Ed.
We out.
Peace.
Love, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on thin ice. And my ice skates been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch. But I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah. Hoping you get my plight. 24 hours in a day. Goofy ass niggas might die by night. Stand clear. Hands in the air, I know my rights. This for the people who